Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
For a few minutes.
Sweet. Did you like the you underestimate my power?
Space, you have plenty of time for the device to interact with you.
It's very appropriate.
It's more like very
Gaze
dangerous
upon this.
interface where you have like.
Okay. There's my dashboard. I'm just gonna make sure it's working okay.
I need to get that line on a Phelps picture when he's staring up at the scoreboard.
Where
9
you
medals,
have, like-
you underestimate my power.
Where's okay.
There we go. I fixed it.
Alright, does I need to link this someplace?
Just in,
Yes,
in
maybe.
the HSD channel, might let him know.
So I can.
I should probably okay. I'll get it then.
Drop
Copies.
that up in
There you go. I
there.
fixed
Alright, copies it. Where's the HSD channel? HSD channel, come to me! There it is.
The song.
I don't think it works that way, Sam.
I'm pretty sure that's how exactly it's supposed to work. Alright, let me go to my dashboard, I think is where I'm supposed to leave myself on this. Because if I don't, then I'm not, like, able to respond if people message me. There we go. Alright, cool.
And to load up
Even
the
though
web.
Sam is not going to be very responsive tonight, because she's actually going to be doing a thing. So, who all did the thing I asked for and prepped up tokens? Because I know at least one person did.
I did.
It's actually impossible for me to because my token tool just never blatantly works, will not launch.
Well, see,
Yes.
what you do is you send me the picture, and then I
Oh.
do it. That's
You know
what
those Mindy pictures you have?
No, I
Yeah, can you
don't.
just
They're
make 2 of
somewhere.
those?
Okay, so alright, I've already made one for you, Blackie, as you can see. I think that you could be very proud of the naming convention. I didn't know your
Yes.
character name.
I remembered about it roughly here, though.
You remembered about it roughly about the time Sam brought it up just
No, I'd already actually been looking up an image. I
Yes.
remembered about the time I joined the thing and saw the bat heart thing. I was like, oh yeah, tokens.
Okay. Shit.
Alright, so Sam is gonna go
Can you
find-
make 2 tokens out of this picture?
Fine.
Flip one.
Do you want me to, like, put it in, like, a filter and slightly hue it or something? Or are you guys exactly
No,
the
just,
same color?
flip it and
Just
name
flip
one
it.
of them Mindy and the other one better.
No, I think Mindy is best and Cindy is worst. This is the token names.
No,
I
we're
also
gonna have to discuss
have
this.
you considered? Well, I guess that is the cutest picture we have of Mindy, isn't
It
it?
is.
That's before the bloodstains suck in.
Yeah, it's before the murders.
A long, long time ago.
Oh man, I love the file name on that.
That's what you called it.
Yeah, I forgot.
I've never renamed it.
I love that file name. The file name is "Hey Ali, best friends still we fight to the death and kill you." .png. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's so sweet. All right, so what we will do is, so you just want an exact flip, right?
For
Watch
now,
as she does
yeah.
watch as she does a freaking vertical flip.
Shut up! How did you know what I was up to?
His
I
tails
know
are gonna
you-
be
Don't look
different,
at the
but-
stream.
Oh, I don't even have the stream launched. I just know you.
No, I was just joking.
Sam, I have sent you my token.
Okay, I'm making tokens because this is important when we go into initiative because people wanted to do things.
I'm actively blocking out part of the stream so I can't see anything.
Aw, isn't that sweet?
Aw, why are you watching the stream then?
Because I try to answer questions once in a while if people ask questions.
He does.
Don't answer questions.
I try to give my attention to the game. I'm the person who should be answering questions, and I don't answer questions. Come on. They can ask
That
questions in
doesn't make
in
it
the HSD
better.
chat. Yeah, it does. There's a priority here. They can ask it in the HSD chat. We can answer them later.
All right, this is Mindy. Is it with a Y? It's with a Y, right?
MYNDI.
All right, this is
Well,
control.
unless she's working nights, then it's Candy with an I.
Oh my.
Oh,
gotta work those
Well,
tables
I
with
hope
the
Candy
gremlins.
has
That's
two
two
eyes.
Mindies. This is
Shut up.
incorrect.
Shut up! Shut up! Sam's getting
Do we
this
need?
done
Do I
right.
need to use the window? Do I need to help the GM with a window?
Could you please throw them repeatedly
Both of
out
them?
the window?
Wait a minute, how did I get roped
yeah.
into this?
No effect.
Because you're the twin right now.
Oh look! They're flipped!
But what if I then turned face?
You see,
No
this is
direction.
the same problem that will come up because you chose to tell me to just make them flipped.
It's fine.
Oh, her world got flipped and turned upside down.
Did it get
We're good.
twist turned upside down?
We're good.
No,
Fine.
this isn't
Let's
any
say.
sort of weird Canadian show.
Oh, okay. Why does no one like weird Canadian shows anymore?
Because you have shows about dogs. I don't understand.
Ever since Northern
I-
Exposure, I just couldn't go back.
Isn't this
I'm
coming
gonna
from
go
the person who lives in the world that Mr.
Right.
Blobby came from?
Hey, don't you fucking diss Mr. Blobby. Mr. Blobby's a national treasure.
Are you disrespecting Blobby?
Blobby
Next
frightens
thing you know,
Sam.
Blackie's gonna be saying things
Mr.
about
Blobby will
Sweet.
come and fuck your shit up. I promise you.
No, Mr. Blobby will fall down and hurt himself. That
And
seems to be
destroy
what
the
Alright,
building on the
alright.
way.
Alright, so I think I'm still waiting on Toyhalu for a beaver picture.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Do you want one based off an actual beaver or an anthro beaver?
Don't put an actual beaver up on the screen.
I will. I'll have a token soon, maybe.
The only reason this game is able to persist is on the notion that we don't acknowledge that it's based on real things.
Where do you think most of my tokens are actually from?
Alright,
FA?
so
No.
Lucky, you can
Yes.
be his bodyguard and he can be your long lost pal. He can call you Eddie, and Eddie, when you're ready, you can call him Al. I'm sorry, it's funny to me.
Wow.
It's Al.
But it doesn't relate to beavers.
Because that's not the one with the beaver.
It's a... Oh, it's
Portland?
sad because you're making terrible lewd cock jokes.
No, actually, I was referring to actually the fact that it's a cog, not a beaver.
I wonder if I can find that he tried to kill me with a forklift. Let's see, all music. He tried to kill me with a forklift.
Well,
Oh,
the song
yeah.
only goes for about two, verses.
But you get it a couple of times.
It's true.
Just give it a little bit of time, and Kronos will find like the 10-hour version.
Give a little
Oh my
bit
god, they
of
have like
love.
electronic remixes of it.
Of course I do.
See what this is like.
I hate it.
Oh man, that one's terrible. What about this one?
I hate it.
I don't like change.
How about we don't do electronic music? Because electronic music sucks.
Yeah.
Wait, are we
Could be
doing
K-pop?
E now?
Could we eat K-pop?
We're not
Yes.
doing anything.
Let's do some
There we go.
K-pop.
Made a K-pop
I did
version
not
of it.
know that it was time to start doing E.
I'm
But evidently
I'm
the
sad
music
because
is
I was hoping that we were at, what's this one? This one's called the
Would you like to partake in an E with me, Hat Dan?
What? God damn it. Yes.
Jolly good.
Jolly Goody.
Oh, what a fine rave this is.
Right. Okay, so you have a beaver now.
There you go, Sam.
It was making me positively ecstatic.
I am
Do you
Phil.
suppose that's what the E
I-
stands for?
I am really unhappy with you right now.
Let's go. Sam.
And regain control of your players. Regain control.
I've never had control of my players.
Sam,
Hey,
you can do this. I believe in you.
I
Don't.
I
I don't. I told you it's
Oh.
upsetting.
I hope he has like crafted stuff.
Yep.
That's racist. I hope you know that's racist.
No, I was talking about the hat.
Wait,
All right.
It's hattest.
hang on. If
Okay.
you are saying a beaver
Yes.
with a hat, why have you not just used beaver from Winnie the Pooh? Or gopher?
Because
It was gopher.
I sup-
It was
Yeah,
gopher,
why?
yeah.
because it was a
That's
different
why.
race.
Because it was the wrong species.
Entirely.
He's not
Speaking of
rodentia. God, oh wait,
races.
he is.
Yeah, he's retention. Right family, wrong species.
However, I'm pretty sure you could get away with this as a token. That is not what I linked. Thank you.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Oh god, there's way too many people have offered me their beaver to fix what's wrong. Okay, so
Oh my.
Wow.
I already feel sabotaged in this game. Just gonna put that out there. Totally sabotaged. All right, so you're going to begin
Listen,
the
all
game.
y'all.
We're going to begin the game. All right,
Okay.
so you guys are taking off from, I believe, Europa aboard a lovely transport ship. And by lovely, I mean discreet. It's not one of the ones that has, you know, the amazing, you know, waterfalls inside or, you know, 18 fancy pools and, you know, many different levels of stuff. This is kind of, you know, one of those transport ships that people go on to just lay low, just to get across, you know, this end of the solar system.
So I'm already disappointed.
What's
I
that?
was expecting better.
Cindy and
Hello,
Mindy,
disappointment.
you
My
are
name's AL10.
both very separately very much put into suites, which are probably the best ones this ship has to offer. But unfortunately, they are not to what you would normally expect for your care.
Are they pretty sweet?
They're sweet, but they're not that sweet.
They're the best the ship has to offer, but the ship doesn't have much to offer.
Fair enough.
Yes, they're the best the ship has to
Turned into
offer.
Canty?
But-
Are they as better than what we like have been exposed to? Are we
No.
impressed or disappointed?
You are disappointed.
Okay.
Aw.
You're disappointed in that you're given less than you were accustomed to.
Oh. Well.
But your handlers have each told you that the trial of journeying amongst regular people is sometimes
The
something
unwashed
we
masses.
the,
Is that where we're
is
going?
something that we have to endure, and that it's character building.
Oh, like all the great heroes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's what each of your handlers is telling you separately. What is I know what Cindy and Mindy's purpose on this ship is. They are currently going to an auction to be sold.
We don't know that.
They don't know that though. But so what exactly is bringing Tokalu on board? Is that how you say it? Taikulu? How do you say it?
Toblerone.
Mr. T.
Terakaru. Yeah, okay.
Oh, jeez, I didn't actually mean to keep the accent. Yes, Tayakalu. And I've been looking for a job as a mechanic. Anything will do. Maybe I could work on the ship. Maybe, yeah. Would they let me work on the ship?
Did you pick impoverished as a background?
No, I'm a spacer.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, he has an accent. He's his spyglass. He's gonna betray us all. It's not real. Get it?
Alright.
Those weren't buck
Um,
teeth.
I-
It was a beak after all.
I can't say that name. Anyway, Ty, you are going to be actually hired on to work in the engine room.
Ah,
You're doing very menial crap.
He crashes that ship.
Al, tell me, what would bring you on board?
Well, I'm moving to another planet because I was working for a bouncer as a buddy, but he got his shut down. Literally.
They actually came and deactivated his rectum.
Amongst other things, yeah.
Okay.
The bot has a fault. We need to turn it off and replace it.
All I'm short of is I need work. And not on Europa.
So, fleeing Europa.
Yeah, leaving the planet is in my best interest at the moment.
Hmm.
DM noting down things and planning on how to sabotage the players later.
DM totally not shoving a burger in her mouth and buying time. Okay, so
Burgers.
so for ease of where you are, I am putting you in the the bar area, basically on the ship, because they have to have something for entertainment. It's a really seedy kind of bar. You're probably
Barnon. That
He's
should be the
okay.
name of it. Can it be called Barnon?
What he's used to.
you can partake in the fact that you are not being the bouncer and other people are doing it today. And Hector Roba, aka Batheart, as I like to call him.
I'm renaming that token because I'm never going to remember the name of it.
Alright, I'll rename the token. I liked it better that way, though.
Keep it that way.
It
on
is
your
in fact
list.
though. It's it's gonna be that hard if that's the name of the token, because
It's gonna be Batheart to Sam always, anyway. Alright, so Hector Roba.
Well, Dad always said never stay in one place too long. Someone's going to find you that way. So I'm on my way to the next place.
Dad never actually explained what I was running from or what bad thing would happen upon being found. But
Maybe not.
Okay. And just to double check, because I may have forgotten, and I don't want to look at character sheets right now. Each of you has a landmark, I believe, active for which set of abilities, or for which Destiny line thing.
Allie and I can't be traced by a standard
System of
records. Yeah.
Okay. Hector, what's yours?
I have military. When trying to identify military gear or weapons, I simplify the role.
Awesome. Al,
I'm trying to remember what the hell it was because I opened the wrong freaking document.
weren't you like the person that can go around the corner and go, oh fuck, and then back up?
Yeah, I'm the unknown. I just don't remember what my actual first ability for it is.
Because you're unknown.
Well, I was just wondering, is that the one where just weird shit just suddenly starts happening good for you sometimes?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
first one is if I fail a check, I can roll a d10 on a 9 plus I succeed where I thought I was going to fail.
Okay, what's the second one for that, just so I know when it comes up?
Once per session, if I see an imminent threat, that's the look around the corner, roll, can possibly not be there.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't work on major story,
Okay.
because that's actually noted.
Alright. So, Toikala, you already said you're a spacer. What does that give you?
I don't take checks when maneuvering bodily in 0G.
Okay, so
And
everyone note,
that-
the beaver requires no checks in 0G for moving its body.
You can
Okay.
gyrate.
Yes, you're leaving the Eiffel 64 while doing it, though.
No, I just don't take checks. You have to give me
Cash.
hard cash.
Yeah.
I appreciate that we all got together to hit that joke.
Cindy and Mindy, you guys are both in you girls are both in your rooms. Hector, let's have you wandering the halls. And it's been a very calm day. You guys have partaken in whatever activities you were going to partake on the ship. You're with like probably less than a day out. The ship kind of went up into orbit, and kind of chilled while it was getting extra people, and it started moving forward. And
Dear
suddenly,
mother and father. No, wait, that's too formal. Dear mommy and daddy. What if they're not a mommy and daddy? Crap. Dear
parental units.
parental, that's crap too. Dear, to whom it may concern, no, to who it may lovingly concern, yes, that's good.
To the unknown.
Go on.
all right. So
Just providing flavor.
I'm absorbing your flavor. All right, so I'm absorbing off the flavor. All right, so about now the ship suddenly rocks.
Yeah.
Ty, being in the engine room, you see sparks everywhere. People start screaming immediately. Something is terribly wrong. And
Shouldn't be doing this in space.
this isn't what's supposed to happen! Alarms start blaring. Cindy and Mindy, you may have never experienced this before in your lives. Because you've only
I've
been
seen
alive
this in
like 2
shows.
years.
Yeah, this usually means something bad's happening. I'm immediately going to listen to the ambient theme music.
Okay.
This is the song just before the ship crash.
This is where the GM's supposed to do the loop song.
Kind of looked at my hand. There's like something wrong.
And then, the ambient ship music kicks on.
Well, let's see if it actually streams for me. It might not.
Yeah, it might
Which is
not.
far classier than the ship seems to be.
Sam, you can't do that. I'm telling you, you're blowing that too early. Like, I'm just going to pack up my character sheet. That's it. And while we're at it, we should destroy the setting and everybody in it.
All right. Think the explosion of the Spaceball spaceship. What was that song?
The Spaceballs theme song?
Was it Spaceballs that happened right
It
now?
might have been Benny Hill. I don't know.
I don't think that would be
Just
Benny Hill
try
playing when it
looking up
exploded.
Spaceballs, the theme song. They had a bit of a theme going with how things were named.
No, it didn't. It didn't seem to come.
Anyway,
up
I'm
with
sure we can all imagine
All right, imagine Spaceball.
a
that.
fitting theme.
All right, a fitting theme is being played. All right, so Hector, you're suddenly rocketed against the corridor.
God damn it.
Give me a check, or else you're gonna fall flat on your ass.
What kind of check would you like? Athletics or dex?
Actually, which would you prefer? Which are you gonna try to do? Are you gonna try to forcibly brace yourself, or are you gonna try to roll
Yeah.
with it?
Gonna try to.
I will let you
brace.
pick which one because you could feasibly do more either.
He will try to forcibly brace. I don't have freaking roll dice set up. So I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way for a second. Endure, body endure. I'm guessing, or body something else.
Body endure is correct.
Body endure.
Seven and 12.
Okay, those are you get 2 dice. Okay, you managed to roll with it somehow. Your keen bat sentences have trained you that I should roll with this, so you roll with it.
Oh, he was
That's
bracing.
fire sense.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
braced. Yeah, you braced it. Yeah, you braced with it. So
He said, don't roll with this. Don't roll with this at all.
so you fling out the wings and just go no. All right, so people down the corridor from you are also falling. Well, they're falling over, unlike you did, and seem to be having trouble bracing against the walls. Piping above you is starting to burst, and a white gas is starting to come out.
Oh my god, the space is getting in.
Can I make a check to figure out what type of gas this would be?
You can. This might be just GM bullshit Star Trek gas at this point for flavor, but you may roll.
yes. Science.
Yeah, science that. Science the shit out of that.
Okay. Which is why I wish I had 2 monitors. I'm in the wrong channel. I was trying to grab stuff. 6 and a 4. It's gas.
It's gas. You probably hope it's not flammable.
I was actually more worried it was toxic, but okay.
That is also a good concern, but these are things. Main thing you're getting out of this, you don't really know what it is, and people are starting to scream and panic through the corridors.
That's not
Corridor you're
good.
in.
Was there any emergency handbooks given out with the ship of where to go in case of emergency?
Yeah, in your room on your bed. It's still folded up, waiting for you.
I would have read it.
Okay. It has it had
Survival motivation. So
survival motivation. Okay, you did then memorize where each of the escape pods was.
gonna head towards the escape pods.
All right, sweet. All right, so you're heading towards the escape pods. You're rushing through the crowd, being pressed against a bunch of other people who are all surging for that same set of escape pods that can hold
I
so
think
many people.
I am currently waiting for the appropriate individual to come and tell me where I'm supposed to be going, because that's the way it works. And then they're going to tell me that that's all a drill.
Yeah.
Because first they do the yelling, and then somebody comes and tells us where to walk, and then they say drill over.
And they come and they take your hand, they walk you over to wherever you're supposed to go, right?
Yep. So this should be
Give you
fun,
ice cream.
right? Dear parental, loving parental unit, in the process of earning your love, I hope that we will move past the need for these drills, because they're very distracting from. No, that's too demanding. Go on.
All right, Al, in the bar. A fight has broken out on the far side of the room.
Damn
A
cows.
set of armed men have suddenly appeared in full armor. And they are starting to scream to people to get down.
Alden's gonna look for a minute and then get down. He doesn't have any of his stuff on him at the moment, so not fighting him.
They start picking through the crowd that is there and eventually grab a young performer that had been on stage. They grab her roughly by the back of her hair and start marching her out of the room. At one point, a gentleman is going to try to, get up and be like, "What the hell are you?" And then he gets gunned summarily down.
It's a pretty good cue that I'm not gonna mess with them.
Give me a perception roll.
So a search or just body perception?
It'd be a body perceive search, yes.
Body pursue search, yeah.
Sorry, I'm used to saying perception for everything anymore. Alright, cool. There is a marking that is on their armor that is matching on all of them. And also you got a really good look at the female Vector, who is a... what kind of Vectors haven't I picked on
Beaver.
lately? No, it's not going to be a beaver.
Cow.
No, it's not going to be a cow.
It's a horse.
Antelope.
Yeah, well, it's an antelope.
It's a gazelle.
It's a gazelle. It's a gazelle. It's gazelle. We'll just do that. Fine. It's freaking gazelle. All right. They're
Actually,
taking
we're
gazelle
going
out.
that route.
We're going that route. So they have her roughly trussed up and they are hauling her away. They seem to be yelling something kind of muffled in their helmets that you're only able to barely perceive that they're saying something. But they seem, with that good of a roll, you do know that they are saying something very avidly at each other. But they're on the far side of the room and wearing, helmets. So you're kind of, you can tell that they're talking very excitedly, like something's going down. The ship rocks
Almost.
again.
Ticonderoga.
Ticonderoga.
Mr. T.
Yes.
That beaver guy.
I think I can fix it. I can try and fix it, maybe.
Roll, give me some
this
rolls.
is probably not gonna go well. Alright. So
One of the a young Vector comes running in. He's a collie Vector, so he's some sort of canine. Comes running in and he yells, "There's explosions over the whole ship! We've been boarded! We've been boarded!" And then he runs off.
You can fix that, right?
yeah, I can definitely try and maybe I'll fix it.
through miraculous rolls,
If I
and
do
then stops the
this,
ship from going down.
The
Campaign
plot
over.
concludes.
I'll try a repair check. No. Do another.
Nah, gonna have to call in a specialist for this.
It's gonna be like 2 weeks, guys. Gotta call in some people.
You know the sound a mechanic makes just before he's about to rob you?
Oh, this is real bad. Your what's a gig is all buggered up.
Yeah, that's broken right there. Yeah. Some of the other engineers are desperately, flipping switches, pulling levers. They're doing everything they can. Some of them start rewiring things right in front of you, where you start to think, "Oh wait, I could do this," and then somebody grabs a piece of of the material you were going to use and runs off with it and completely spoils your ability to try. So you soon find yourself just kind of standing there, unable to act. Just because everything's been taken over by a lot of other panic engineers.
Well. Okay. Gonna just kind of back out of the room.
Okay, so you start backing out of the room. Cindy! The ship has continued to rock and the lights have flickered a few times. There's a warning blaring and your toggle case keeps coming up with warning. Warning. Ship in danger. Warning.
This is a really long simulation. Oh, okay. Dear parental, I apologize for the earlier this is really distracting.
Warning.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna look
Warning.
outside, and I'm gonna get back to you. But this does not in any way decrease my love, which is as whatever incremental amount is required to meet your satisfaction.
Assessing assets, health
Sincerely-
settings, or health parameters.
What? Who? All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna look outside. I mean, somebody
Asset
out there.
continues to be nominal.
Thanks. I think if I'm the asset, I guess. Come on. She's gonna look at close her computer book because I guess she gets a computer book now.
Uh-huh.
Why not? And she's gonna peek out through the doorway and see what the hallway outside looks like. Because surely somebody's got to be in line by now.
Give me a body perceive.
Do-do-do-do. That's 2, and what has she got on search? Oh, her search is good.
Wow.
Yeah, I rocked that shit.
Alright. So as you peek out your door, there's nobody directly outside. I mean, it is clear. But you can see shadows moving much farther down the corridor of a lot of other people, and you can hear screaming and terror and confusion of "Let me through! Let me through! I have a baby!"
They must be new. God, I hate it when the new ones start in the drills. I'm always so worried. She's gonna
It's
go over to the
supposed to be
nearest.
calm.
Yeah, you're supposed to be calm and wait for the little signs to pop up. She's gonna look around and see if the little exit signs are there.
There's blinkies everywhere.
Okay, well, this is kind of disorganized. I'll just ask the computer. Computer? Computer?
All systems are busy.
Emergency computer, then.
Please state the emergency.
I'm not sure where my emergency group is.
Please proceed to the nearest exit.
Okay, where's that?
Please proceed to the nearest exit.
Oh, who designed this crap piece of thingamabob? She's gonna mock it a few times. All right. I'm gonna get in trouble already. I was trying to be on my good behavior here. Let's go down this stupid hallway. I'm gonna be the leader. All these people don't know who's screaming. Just head in one direction until I find a wall.
All right.
She's just gonna march down in one way now, making a single file line with herself, standing in the middle of the hallway.
Mindy.
Panic!
Noises blaring.
She is
Ship
actually
emergency. Ship emergency.
Ah,
Ship
panic.
emergency.
Where's my handler?
Handler's not here. Assessing assets. Health parameters.
Panic!
Health parameters. Nominal. Tension
Ah.
high.
Ah.
Tension high. Take a deep breath. Breathe out.
She's gonna peek her head out the door.
Alright, give me a search roll.
Dave?
Dave's not here.
Bro. Set. Buddy.
Now, did you two want to run into each other in the hallway, or do you want to wait till planetfall?
I haven't yet begun running, but I think you can do it whenever you want to arrange it.
Okay.
2d12, and this is gonna plus. What's my stats? 3. A success.
Alright, a success. Alright.
Oh, actually, 5, 6, 7, 8. Depends what the difficulty is.
Alright, in front of you, you can actually see a crowd of people surging forward. They seem to be fighting and biting and pushing, and there's general panic. And amongst them, you can see I'm assuming Hector's acting a little bit more calm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a rather calm Bat Vector who seems to be trying to work his way through as well. Like there's something
He's also
important to head
short.
that way. Yeah, oh, sorry, a short Bat Vector. I'm used to you having tall characters.
Just like 5 foot.
Okay, so he's a 5-foot little bat. Trying to make his way down the corridor that everybody else is going as well. But there seems to be definitely a surge of people heading in that direction.
I'm gonna, yell at the person that seems calm. Excuse me.
Just gonna look around a little bit. Talking to me.
Have you seen Dave? He's not here, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Dave's not here, man.
I don't know who Dave is.
He's the person taking care of me. He's a cog about taller than you and me, and he's got like this blue finish, and he's like
Weep. Ship rocks again.
I'm going to do a real quick look around.
Okay.
Try to see if I can see this Dave.
There is no
a
Dave.
5 and a.
I'm
11?
sorry. I'm sorry, Dave.
Okay.
There is
So
no
let's
Dave.
see. I don't see him around, but we should probably head to an escape pod.
I'm supposed to stay here, and he goes somewhere with me.
Where's the last place you saw him?
Here.
As in, where we're standing?
Well, I saw him going out the door. Just gonna go get snacks.
Do you have a way of contacting him?
Oh, Toggle! She's gonna run back into the quarters and grab a Toggle and start trying to contact Dave.
After a moment, you get a very hurried answer from Dave, asking, "Where are you?"
I'm in our quarters.
In a tone you've never heard someone take with you, which is, very angry. You idiot! Get to an escape pod. The ship's going down.
Okay.
Go up one level. The ones on our level are flooded because it's the residence level.
Okay. She's gonna grab a couple of valuables, which is namely a stuffed doll she has, and an outfit, and
I want to know how you fled something in space.
flooded, I imagine, with people.
That makes more sense.
And she's gonna run outside and start running past the Bat Vector towards stairs to get to the next deck.
He's gonna slug his back. He's gonna grab his bag by one strap that he's on his back, and he's gonna go after the little kid because he doesn't know what the little kid's gonna do.
Yep.
Or that.
All right. So you start heading up a level. The two of
Yep.
you make your way up. The hallways are completely crowded as you start pushing your way through.
Computer, when is this simulation supposed to end?
Computer doesn't answer.
Computer, when is
Cindy,
the
give me
drill
a roll.
supposed to end?
For body, perceive, and search.
So the same one I just did?
Yeah.
Computer, when is the drill going to end? Computer, what parameters are required for successful drill? I got an 8.
Got an 8. Alright, out of the corner of your eye, you notice two people who are running against the current. You're kind of at a junction point where you can see the different crowds rushing towards the escape pods, and they're fighting and clawing at each other. And every once in a while you hear a as an escape pod takes off.
This is a really intense.
And then, in a very horrifying moment after, you see light outside the ship and another impact
Oh,
as you
The
see the
computer-
escape pod go up.
Deactivate the screen on my level?
I don't know what that means.
Computer? How many
think he does
escape
either.
pods are on board the ship?
There are 5 escape pods remaining.
Computer, how many escape pods are left on the ship?
There are 5 escape pods remaining.
How many were there to start with?
There were 25 escape pods.
Computer, did we begin with 25 escape pods?
We began with 25 escape pods. The ship is
Well,
under
we-
fire.
Some beers where it should be. How many escape pods were there? 1,324.
He's
I was
gonna
expecting
start
that.
like hyperventilating a little bit more. Computer, when was this drill scheduled?
There is no drill. The ship is under attack.
Is the ship actually under
You
attack?
idiot.
Like for reals?
For realsies, the ship is under attack.
Like Pinky swear realsies under attack?
I'm surprised nobody's actually
Yeah.
pulled any of the connecting wires. That
So
would
at
just
this time, though,
disable the
at
computer
this time,
at the
though,
time.
Cindy, you see what you think is like yourself running away with a magical Batman.
It's a fluffy.
It's
fluffy.
Batman.
It's a fluffy.
It's you!
bat.
5 seconds in the future! Quick, go catch her!
can I make a roll,
Yeah,
Sam?
you make a roll.
It fell on my pocket.
What the fuck?
She's also they're gonna point at each other.
Yeah, the arms are pointing at each other, sort of, training on each other as they run by.
Computer, it's time for tachyon missions.
And then-
Inappropriate use of computer. You will be locked out.
Wait. She's gonna grab her toggle and try to contact her own handler, panting, I think this drill might not be a drill.
Mindy's gonna keep running a bit and then backtrack and go, oh wait, what if the other me dies? Do I die?
Cindy,
What? Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Cindy, your handler, who is a seal vector,
Oh God.
Fucking
answers, and you can tell she's in a crowded space. She's like, "Cindy, sweetie, get to one of the escape pods. I'm already in one. I'll see you when we get rescued. It's gonna be okay. Just get into the..." And then,
Oh my god, it's real. I've never been in a real crash before. What do you do differently? It's nothing like the drill.
Mindy is running it back
Practice the damn
and grabbing
drills.
Cindy's arm. Come with me if we want to live.
Who are you?
I'm you.
How much do these two weigh?
I don't know.
I'm more directing at them.
Average
This is
kid
nothing
weight.
like the drill. This is nothing like the drill. This is nothing like the drill.
This
Every
isn't a
part of the
drill.
drill is
This isn't a
wrong.
drill.
Kind of grabbing them both by the equivalent of the scruff of the neck.
What's the
Ow!
Starting- pull backwards, going, "Okay, we're moving."
I am quite beside myself.
This isn't a line. We're supposed to walk in a line.
There's supposed to be lines. There's supposed to be the right doorways. There's supposed to be lighted exit signs. This whole thing is bull.
And they
Well-
give you a sticker if you do well.
Welcome to a real crash.
I didn't want to be welcome to a real crash. I'm
Can we
trying
do a
to find
drill
new
crash
parents.
instead?
I would far rather be, but that's not this. Get to escape pod, and we can figure out where your people are.
They've said the escape pods on the upper level are probably the best ones.
They
Okay.
did? Wait, why did they tell you that? How did I not know this? Aren't you future me?
I thought you were just like a fractured now me.
She's gonna pinch your face.
I don't feel that. Do you feel this? And she's gonna slap herself.
No, I absolutely
Ow!
feel that.
So while Hector is briefly trying to figure out how to get two mirrors of
Oh,
this
and I've
one
always
child
wondered why
go
people
movie,
talk about gagging children.
Taikola, Toikalu.
We're back.
I don't know how to say this word. All right.
Hi.
Ty. In the engineering, suddenly there is the sound of a retort of a gun.
Sound of a retarded gun.
It's a retorted gun.
You hear a gun go, no, fuck you!
No, you hear a gun go, herp, derp, 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 derp. Okay, so no. A gunfire goes off, and at the top of the railing of the reactor, you can see 4 gentlemen in heavy armor with markings on it, wielding heavy weapons, and they all get down.
Oh, they're from Counter-Strike Source, apparently.
And
Yeah.
I shrink down
Okay, I'll follow
slightly
you.
more because I'm already micro.
Oh!
Oh, God.
Oh!
So very quickly-
Micro
You're a
beaver.
micro beaver?
That's a very important thing to mention in character prints.
Oh!
Ready for this.
What scale of micro are you?
I would just be just
Like, are you 1 foot tall, or are you like Sam sized?
Are you like 2 feet tall?
no, I'd be about 1 so
Okay, well they overlook
pushing
you.
the boundaries of it, but still tiny.
Oh yeah, people still shove you around. Okay, so everyone around you starts to drop to the ground, putting their hands behind their heads and stuff like that, which is really kind of probably startling for you because there's a lot of larger people coming down suddenly, and the gentlemen in armor start coming down, and they pull up a couple of the you knew them as kind of the chief engineer and
Miles.
yeah, chief engineer Miles. Smiling. He's a
Miles Tails Prowler? Is that what we're going with?
no, we were going with Miles O'Brien, but
There you
okay.
I know, but I was collaborating the pun. You see.
No. Anyway, they pull them up to the side and give me a body perceive search.
Oh, that crashed on me. Well, that would explain.
No,
why I
you can't have
find
that
it.
crash.
Going on tab.
Don't crash.
And I sit here waiting for the thing to reload.
All right, what happened?
Okay, body perceive. Okay.
Search.
Alright. Oh, actually, no, it should be D12. Oops. There we go.
Okay. You are able to make out, whereas it, they kind of, put the barrel against the guy's head, and engineer says gruffly, "I'll never tell you." And then they shoot him. And then they grab the next guy.
I will tell you more readily than the previous.
Kilo!
And they start going down the line doing this, grabbing people and killing them in front of you, asking where something is.
I'm going to
Where's
try to
Harvey?
crawl
Harvey?
underneath someone.
Who died or not?
If I think I can get underneath a dead body, I will try. Yes.
Okay, give me a stealth roll then.
All right. Sorry, stealth goes with which again?
Body exert.
Body exert.
Exert. Okay, so that's. And because
You're a
I
micro.
am micro, this simplifies the check.
Alright, and what does simplify do again, Zeb, so we know?
Just lowers the number by 1.
Okay, so it lowers the number by 1 of the DC, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will keep that in mind.
Okay,
Waiting for this roll. It's gonna be great. It's gonna happen anytime.
it's the 7.
It's the 7? Okay.
Yeah, I could re-roll that.
I mean, it's technically an 8. So, they aren't really looking for you. And you're kind of using, you know, the other things they're distracted with. They have limited vision with their helmets, so they don't seem to notice you. Or maybe they don't care. Eventually, they grab one last guy, slam him against the wall. And he shakily points in a direction towards what you know is the cargo bay. And then they shoot him in the head too, and then leave. Stomping off. There is a lot of dead bodies strewn around in the engineering section of the ship now. Blinking lights everywhere. Most of which out of your tiny little hand's reach. The ship is going down.
In a burning ring of fire?
This is okay. Gotta get out of here.
Sounds like he's falling asleep.
Gotta get out of here. Okay.
Gotta get out of here.
All right. Okay. And I'm gonna make a break for it.
Alright, so are you gonna start running out?
Yep.
Alright, so you start running as fast as your little legs will pump. Al! The club seems to have mostly cleared out. There is the dead body still in the middle of the floor. You can hear panicked voices running in all directions.
Cleared out of the guys in the armor?
Yep, the guys in the armor are gone.
Cool, I am gonna start trying to leave.
Alright, cool!
Is there something I should roll for this?
You can use, you're gonna be shoving into the crowds, or I'm assuming you can tell from the lights being, you know, working at different environments, you probably can tell, oh, I should get to the escape pods and run there. You're not Cindy and Mindy at this point in your life.
Yeah. Also, is everyone else still kind of down, like, in the bar?
Most of them are getting up and starting to run.
Okay.
But you can definitely hear yelling and screaming down various different corridors. As you know, people are probably panicking and fighting over the escape pods.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and get through the crowd and just leave, that sort of thing.
Well, I don't know why they need to panic about it. There's always an ample amount of escape pods.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming from the person who's panicking over 5 being left.
There's no need to be concerned.
Alright, so, Al, as you start moving through the hallway, you can see out into space from the view area along the side to the window ports. Give me a body perceive and search check.
I just rolling a d12 for this. Could have put in that.
Alright, cool. Alright, you see you feel the ship shudder, and you see what you I think is an escape pod as it surges away from the ship. And there is almost a dark and angry shape in space that suddenly lashes out with weaponry. There's lights, and then the escape pod is torn down.
What happened? Did you see that? Did I see that?
Did you say were you even able to see that?
You probably weren't able to see that because you were going up stairwells at this point.
Alden's going to do two things. One, he's going to ping the computer to ask how many escape pods are left because he doesn't know yet.
I think I said there were 5, now there are 4.
And two, he is going to send a quick toggle message off to his former employer saying, "You may have gotten me killed in space, you jackass."
Your former employer, who is dead, does not commiserate.
And the other people who were there, or something like that. Other people who he worked with are the people sending him.
You bastard may have gotten me killed. You already dead bastard. You bastard.
Rolls too easy.
He emails the dead man to make himself feel better.
The ship, though, you can give me a mind, intellect, logic. I don't know. Yeah, mind, perceive, logic.
For who?
For Al.
Okay.
I'm still on Al.
Nope.
Alright, you do not recognize the ship. For some reason, somebody painted it black, and that's terrible. It's matte black.
Damn you, hot black Desiata.
You do know that some of the few escape pods from tinging the ship are on the next level up.
Gotta start heading the stairs and not telling other people around me that that's the case.
That's right, you survived!
I'm not a good person.
Rule number 1, look out for number 1.
Alright. The alarms continue to blare on the ship. You can feel gravity starting to give way.
Oh.
As different systems are being turned off. There's another sudden rock of the ship. Mindy, Cindy, I need you guys to give me. I need you guys to give me body.
We're being carried.
Oh.
No, you're being dragged.
You're being dragged.
Oh.
Give me.
I'm not trying enough to pick up you two.
All right, give me a. Both of you give me a body dexterity. Body dexterity checks for the two of you. Hector, because you are carrying the two of them, you're going to be, or we were dragging the two of them. You're at a negative on this.
9.
So I'm gonna be increasing the DC for you.
You said it was
Body exert dexterity.
Oh, Dex, not athletics this time. Okay.
Dexterity.
Body and trainer. Okay, you still have 2. The 11 and a 8.
Nice. Okay. Suddenly above you, because this is, classic sci-fi trope, something gives way and comes crashing down. You are able to, Hector, move yourself to the side, which somehow pulls also Mindy to the side. Unfortunately, Cindy is struck.
Oh, damn.
But she got the same
kill.
result I did.
So what is your new character?
You got a 9.
And she got a 9.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you pull them both to the side. Okay, I thought she got a 7. I was like, no, she didn't.
Nah, I got it added to 9.
Alright, so the three of you managed to pull aside just in time for this heavy beam to come down that would have horribly pinned one of you to the ground.
So how keen is your hearing that guy? Because the screams are not only intense, but they're actually at exactly the same pitch in stereo.
So I just have the reclaimed sonar. I do not have the increased auditory.
that's probably good because
Yes.
we're in perfect, it's actually resonating.
Oh, I can see. You guys are actually helping me. Wait until the power goes out and just keep screaming.
Cindy and Mindy and Hector, as you guys start coming up on this level, you see a small, very small beaver vector in engineering outfit coming
I
out
have to
of
debate whether or
a
not
path
to
that
scream
looks
and
like
turn
from
into a
engineering.
dog.
I've never seen one that small.
He's about the
Gotta get
size.
out of here.
It's about the size of Mindy's doll.
Holy shit, my doll was huge.
I don't know how big your doll is.
Not that big.
It's not a foot tall. Okay, it's not
My
Barbie.
doll
It's
is
not a
big
Barbie doll. 'Cause Barbie's 11 inches.
That's what she said.
Pardon me. I'm gonna call out, hey, you okay up there?
Gotta keep going.
Oh my god, is that real? I'm further convinced at this point that I am hallucinating. There's a duplicate me next to me, and now there's a tiny beaver man walking around.
I'm going to try and rush by to where I believe the nearest escape pod is, ignoring them.
Which seems to me
And-
that you're actually rushing past them in the direction they were going.
Luckily, my movement should be at 5. So,
You've outmoved me by 1. But I do have.
Oh fuck! Why are you carrying me? I could be going faster.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
dragging
so
you because you.
If
weren't
he's
moving.
dragging us along, but I'm panicking and trying to run anyway. It's more he's holding on to me as I'm trying to go forward.
If you're going forward, I'm letting you go. It's if you're not moving, I'm dragging you.
And on the stairwell up ahead, Al, you start climbing up as you see a beaver
Floating, but yeah.
swimming past you through 0G. By the way, you're all now in 0G.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
Ah!
By the way, your skirts are going all over the place.
I'm gonna call
know how
out
to
the
fly.
beaver. If you're looking for a pod, there's none back there.
So, yeah, that's why I'm headed this way.
Yelling at him, I point back to the beaver we ran past.
The beaver's heading in the direction you guys were going because he was heading to the nearest pod.
Oh, but you said you ran past us.
Yeah,
You
he's
just-
running right
He
through.
was behind you.
Now he's running
going
right through.
Forward.
Ah, okay, I misunderstood that.
Yeah, sorry. He's running right through.
Okay, we keep going forward then.
Gotta keep going. Get out of here.
So need to make 0. Do we all need to, except Beaver, need to make 0G rolls?
Yes, I need 0G rolls for everybody.
I need to remember what my gear was because I can't remember if I got. No, I didn't get point gloves
That's the
this
same
time.
roll I just made. Think.
By the way, the screaming intensifies as 0G has kicked in.
What do we roll for GOG?
It's Dex. Exert and Dex.
Body exert dex.
No, I guess the question of does something that can fly get anything on this?
Don't know.
No, not typically, because your wings aren't meant to,
Defy.
move you at walking speed.
They're only
for
supposed to
that.
help you defy gravity, not exist without gravity.
And since they're actually moving the way they're going, I'm no longer dragging them.
Yeah.
And nothing. A 5 and a 3 on the.
All right, so the bat briefly has this moment where Hector's like, "Oh, I'll flap my wings, and that'll make me," and then he starts orbiting. He's like flapping out of control in this weird circle. Okay, I have a 10 for Cindy. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so Cindy, Mindy, and Al start tearing forward after Ty, who has like no problems navigating this. Hector falls behind suddenly, unable to continue forward as he has lost momentum. Is it every man for himself?
Mindy is actually glancing back at Hector, glancing towards the others, and then she is doubling back and going, "Come on!" And she, gonna try. Are there rails here? Is this ship prepared for loss of gravity?
There are decorative railings.
Wait, this POS ship that we're flying has
Oh, I'm using air quote decorative as in they're really not strong or well placed. You know, at some point they may have been
some
useful.
safety requirement, but probably shouldn't use it.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and keep hold of the wall in whatever way I can, or the deck plating. What? Deck plating, that's probably a good thing to keep hold of. Is
Yeah,
this deck
deck-
plating grilled?
Yeah, this is grilled. This is cheap.
Okay. Alright, so trying to keep hold of that, and I'm going to reach out for Hector.
Well, I gotta help out because my duplicate can't be the more charitable one. That's not right. I was trying to figure out if my this is my evil twin or something that popped up. She must be. Wait a minute, she's helping this person. No, this. My God,
Am I the
I'm gonna
evil
help
twin?
This can't be right. I'm gonna help.
Am I the demons?
I'm the captain.
So what do I get from them helping me?
Alright, that'll give you an extra 2 to your roll, basically, or I'll be lowering the DC by 2. So, roll again.
Okay. I'll just roll my base since that would be a 9 and a 2 rolls plus whatever you're doing. So
Yep.
a 9
You're
and
you're
2.
able to, with their assistance, get going forward. You have guys are both all three of you have fallen behind Al and Hector, who are tearing ahead forward. Or not Hector, sorry, Ty and Al, who have torn ahead forward.
Mr.
As I'm
T.
panting and trying to run, I'm going to pull out the toggle touches. Dear parental units whom I love deeply, I might be costed from delayed coming to get you because I very charitably helped the person while ship was going down.
I helped this person.
No, I helped this. I don't even know that you exist yet.
I think you'll find that you're the non-existent one that's somehow now here.
I can argue with myself later about this.
Oh, fine, shut up, me.
I have to get off the ship.
Al and Ty, you guys round around the corner. I think Al may actually be able to overtake Ty. I'm not sure. What's your speed, Al?
He's faster than me.
Oh, he is. Okay. Well, Ty, you're a fast little bastard squirreling away. And as you come around that corner, you can see the last people cramming into that escape pod as the door closes.
I know for a point Dan put points into movement. He's faster than me.
And all of a sudden, you can hear it launch away. And then a few seconds later, the ship rocks again as an explosion happens outside.
Computer, how many escape pods are left?
When it did launch, Al actually did stop and start counting on his fingers, and then just was like, "It really is just like clockwork."
There is one escape pod left.
Except for the spare ones, right?
Our budgets do not allow for spare escape pods.
What is the
Where do you
point
think
of
they
the
got
damn
spare?
dress?
Immediate U-turn, start rushing through the 0G towards... Oh,
Computer,
I'll do a quick
where's...
logic roll.
Computer, where's the last space last escape pod? Wow.
A map briefly flashes up, and you can see it's on this level.
Computer, how many escape pods weren't blown up?
No, actually, that
What are
should
you
be
talking about? Why would they
+2.
blow up the escape pods? They're for escaping.
There are no surviving escape pods outside the ship.
What
I don't want to go on the escape pod.
happened to the escape pods?
People shot them. What the hell do you think?
Why would people shoot the escape pods? They're full of escaping things.
That would be the point.
Oh my god, they're like the Batman in the third Nibs movie.
No.
Third, what movie?
Nibs.
You didn't see that one? It was really good. I mean, I kind of thought the second one was better, but
What? No. the
I'm
follow-up is
going
much better.
to rush right by them, heading in some direction past them.
every time you say that, I assume you shoot by singing today's Tom
All
Sawyer.
right, Ty, what is your chosen destination of where you think you want to go to? Are you looking for the most armored place in the place, or are you looking for that last escape pod?
I'm looking for an armored place, assuming that I'm not going to be able to get to the escape pod in time.
All right, give me a mind exert logic. You know this.
Okay.
You know this place. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know this place. All right, you're basically going to walk over to the nearby wall, pull off the ventilation cover, and go into it because you are going to go deep.
So, with the information we now have, in fact, that nothing has made it off the ship alive, I have survival and I have logic.
Mhm.
Which
That's
of
an
those two
engine-
can
that
I
guy
roll to
has
try
a-
to figure out?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Well, which one are you for how to survive on the ship?
How,
For
yes,
crashing? You can
this
use.
thing's
You
going
may
down.
use survival.
Okay.
If you prefer to use logic, but I will let you use survival on this one because it is part of your survival.
Mind
I'm trying to live.
perceive.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, mind perceive.
I need to cancel that roll because I pushed the wrong number.
Because you're using survival, I'll say mind perceive. No idea.
Yeah, 7 and a 4. So I don't know. I have no idea because I rolled badly. Wait, mind perceive. Oh, wait. Mind perceive has another dice.
Yeah, roll that dice. Wow.
Yeah.
Dice
Okay.
Spot
Right.
hates me today.
Can I attempt, or technically we're only supposed to have 2 people try any given roll like that, so that you can't just go forever. So who else has the stronger logic? I've got a decent one.
Well, that was survival he did, so.
Oh, okay. I was going to
rolled-
try a logic to see if we can set the ship for like crash, readiness or something.
Alright, what was yours, Al? What was your roll for?
Mine was the same thing, dude. Trying to figure it.
If is it survival or logic?
Yeah, that was survival.
It was survival.
So the
Okay.
survival is tapped.
Yeah, survival stat.
Although he technically could have gotten something. So he had 9s, as opposed to me.
Yeah, you would think, Al, based on that you want to find the most armored place on the ship to be able to survive planetfall. So you're basically thinking of what is the most secure room on this ship. By the way, the beaver did just pop off the ventilation and go in.
Did the beaver look like an official person?
Way smaller than me.
Yeah, but it is actually a crawl space you could go in on all fours.
Does he actually have a uniform on?
He does have a uniform on.
Let's follow a man that
makes
knows
it
what he's doing.
different. Yeah, that makes it different. I figured he didn't have one.
Come on, clown.
No, you're the clone. Also, I'm scared of tight spaces.
Tough. Just grabbing Cindy's arm, following her along.
Wait, shouldn't you be scared of tight spaces?
No, I'm clearly the brave side of us.
I was
No,
gonna look
you're
at like, what's
clearly
he
the
scared
bully
of more?
side of
Tight
us.
spaces are dying.
I'm scared of dying in tight spaces.
Well, you have less of a chance at in there than out here. Get in the damn vent.
You can't yell at me like that.
Statistically speaking, I think I have a
Ty,
greater chance.
you've
of dying
reached
in
a
tight
point
space if I
inside the
start in
vent
one.
where you can hear the echoing of people behind you that seem to think that you know where you're going. Which you do. Ty, you are on the way to the armory via the ventilation system, so that way you will be safe.
I just, this would be a perfect opportunity for us to come across Ty's dead body as he doped up and shot himself. Like, he had no plans of surviving this. He just wanted to go into a corner and end it quick.
How big is Al? Is he like how
I'm a
tall?
normal size. Probably closer to 6 feet, though I usually
Okay,
hover
so
at
you're
about 7.
You're the tall one.
Great, so if
I guess
anything
the
needs to
mega
get taken
lift
off a high
is,
shelf, it's gonna be you.
Pretty much, I am the one who can actually hover up.
Nice.
I can shoot it.
Yeah.
Simple ways of solving things.
You guys
Okay.
both have your
Literally built
methods.
for this.
So can he actually get in there?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
This is the GM hand waving that there's enough space he can crawl through right now.
Okay.
In this particular junction, he can get through. He is, he may have to do a little bit of belly crawl partway through, but he can get in.
Move like worm.
Yep, move like worm. So what is your marching order? Because
Move
Ty
like
is pulling
snake.
far, far ahead of you guys right now.
So Mindy, Cindy, them.
Hector, Al.
Yeah, the bat than me, because I've probably got the highest chance of survival in the back overall.
Well, it's also, you have to think for yourself of your character, might value yourself over Hector.
He does, but at the same time, probably the kids are dragging the bat along, and he doesn't want to annoy
No,
the kids.
we've
at this point,
abandoned the
this
bat.
Oh.
Me probably.
Well, because, yeah, fuck it, I'm ahead of you.
Okay.
Alright.
It fits personality-wise.
Alright, so I'm lining it up. This is the current marching order. Alright, so you guys are tearing ahead. Ty, you eventually get through to another set of vents. Give me a body exert athletics. You're going to need to force this vent open.
Well, this is going to be fun. Alright. was the one I wanted. Okay, body search.
By the time he gets open, we may be caught up to him.
Yeah, that is possible.
Alright, so you sit there clawing away at it, and you cannot get that vent open. You see salvation on the other side, but you can't reach it.
I am going to scrabble through whatever tools I would normally be carrying upon myself
Only your name.
as an owner of a toolbox.
Alright, so you
And-
break out your toolbox. Alright, so let's do another. Let's see, what would that be? That wouldn't be repair. What would it be?
For
On
what?
repair?
To get through the thing?
Yeah. With tools?
No. What's
Yeah.
the check for unscrewing the
What is the check for?
Disassemble?
What's the check for disassemble? Is it repair?
Yeah, you can use repair for that.
Alright, so do me a repair check.
Hooray! Alright.
Is repair a minding cert then? Yeah, I think so. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's my repair check.
Alright, you start unscrewing the crap out of that. While you're doing that, everyone else is coming up behind you, but you get the vent unscrewed. And you do it in such a way that it will be easy for you to put it back on afterwards.
You know, for all the structural integrity that a vent cover provides in a crash.
You know, it is something he could possibly seal back up, though, to prevent locks of oxygen, maybe. I don't know.
Seal! Oh god, my handler died!
Oh, Dave's dead?
That said all the escape pods died! Who's
Oh my
Dave?
god. Our handler.
No, our handler is, not Dave, because I didn't get a name.
Well, that's
I
because
made
you
the
didn't
name
name her. What's her name? Julia. Her name's Julia.
Oh
Alright,
god, you
yeah.
have a giant seal obsessed with
What
cooking.
do you mean Dave isn't your handler?
What do you mean Julia's not your handler? Julia's been my handler my entire life. Like
But
2
you're
years
me! Are you from another universe?
now. Oh crap. This always happens in space!
Why
I
did
knew
we
it
come to
happened.
space?
What? I'm not. Well, I was gonna go find a new mom and dad. Why did you come to
I was
space?
gonna find a new mum and dad.
This is what happened. You're alternate universe me.
No, you're
Where's
from
the
the
mustache,
alternate universe. How did you get to my universe?
She's like eyeing you up and down, trying to figure out where
Kids,
the
I mean this in the
triangle
nicest way I
is.
can say. Can you save all the chatter for after we're done dying in a crash?
No,
We're
then
gonna
you'd be dead.
die!
Alright, Ty,
If you keep
you
talking, yes.
give me a body perceive. You got an idea what you're looking for. Give me a body perceive search once you get into the armory.
Alright. Perceive search. Okay.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew if I came into space, I was going to have some kind of. It's always one of these things. It's like evil version of you, or there's some kind of time continuum crap, or there was like that one episode when they wasn't even very good. I hate the mirror universe stuff.
What? The mirror universe stuff's great. It's like,
See, this
Say
is how I
something
know
with something
evil.
a body from the universe should say.
That's exactly what somebody from the mirror
what are you
universe
from the
would say.
universe of bad taste?
Alright,
I'm from the universe of advancing the plot instead of recycling the same thing over and over. Oh, you were definitely the evil one.
Nah, you're the evil one.
Alright,
The
Ty,
evil one's always
Talking
cowardly.
merchant.
so you kind of have an idea what you were possibly looking for, but what I'll give you the layout of. There's a bunch of locked various guns that are hooked up into various places. There's a lot of empty slots because some guns have been taken, and there are a
Wait, is
bunch
the vent
of.
open?
Hmm?
Did he get through the vent?
Yeah, the vent is open, and also the a bunch of the lockers, like they're full size lockers, like somebody would put like a full set of armor in, have been opened and left open in here. Armored lockers.
Well, honestly, putting on body armor isn't the
Oh.
first thing I would think of while the ship
No,
was going
no,
down.
we can get in those. We can get those.
Oh, I guess we could. Then we'd just die of suffocation instead.
Oh, I'd rather die of suffocation in a few hours than crashing now.
I actually don't know which of those I'd prefer.
Actually,
She
no,
says,
it's true.
pondering for a
Suffocation
second.
sounds pretty horrible.
Yeah, no, that's a little miserable. And
Yeah,
you'd be like
look.
all alone and
I'm gonna
Do they
look
have
inside
vents?
the lockers and see how they might open from the inside.
With your toolkit, you could break it so they could open from the inside.
I'm gonna start working.
Alright,
There's a little glow-in-the-dark handle on the top that you can pull on and says, in case of locked and locker.
Alright. Hector and Al, about now you
Nerds.
guys are going to come up behind Mindy and Cindy coming into the armory. It is a bit tight in here now with all of you in here. Ty seems to be capable of moving quite well through here. But there is a lot of various equipment in here that is rigged up and locked down. There's a couple loose pieces as well. But it looks like people came in here in a scramble and then left suddenly. You can do, since Ty did search checks for the survival-y part of stuff of, the lockers, if anybody wants to search for anything else, you may do search checks now.
As such, why not?
Wait a minute. Do we know that the ship is going down? We knew it was being attacked and blowing up. Do we know we're crashing?
I think we're
The
panicking.
computer said multiple times the ship is crashing.
Mm-hmm.
Did it say where?
No.
That
No.
seems kind of an important detail for us to work out.
I can't see shit.
Al, you know your way around an armory. You're a mercenary for hire. You can fiddle through some of the various open lockers and behind a few things. You kind of throw some shit around, and you pull out one of your items that is one of your weapons that you had bought that you didn't have. So pick one of those. And you also find 3 spacesuits.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's gonna look at the place and go, oh, that's kind of useful. Toss 2 behind him.
Only give either Cindy or Mindy one of them.
Only the real one can have it.
The fun part for me is there's only 2 items on my list that are questionable if I have them. One's being the medium armor, and one's being the suck suit.
Alright, how paranoid were you?
Um,
And also, you had a suck suit, so you could have picked that up in your room before you ran out.
yeah, I was trying to figure out suck suit.
But if you did that, you
armor.
won't have your armor sharding.
Yeah, he'd probably, because the suck suit I don't think will fit in the backpack where everything else will. So he probably has the armor on.
Okay.
Since
Alright,
he
so
does have the weapons with him.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, since I could have had my gun with me, I do have also now my hard edge.
I actually have higher PF weapon clearance, so he was packing both of his.
Alright, so Al, you have found 3 spacesuits. You're tossing 2 behind you and keeping 1.
Yep. I'm just double checking something so I can find it in the core book.
How do
Core
suck
status
suits versus armor go? You can't wear both, if I remember correctly.
No, you can't. The only thing the sex suit does is provide you with hair.
Oh, I'd actually bought a spacesuit.
I have a bottle. So I
That's
have an
easy.
air supply.
Yeah.
So I just have
Just
to worry
hold
about.
it to your lips and close your eyes really tight.
I have medium, so
Close your eyes really tight and hold it to your lips.
basically, computer. What is the state of the hull?
This is the subcomputer. The main computer left on the last escape pod.
That's
Alright.
the wrong voice. Says, hello, this backup computer.
Hello.
Emergency impact soon.
Well, we haven't died from decompression yet, so I'm pretty sure the impact right now we have to worry about.
Okay, this is the plan. I'm going to take the locker, and you get in the same locker, and on the impact, we'll become the same person.
This is okay, but I thought is that
Sounds
that
like
okay?
a dumb idea.
No, I just don't want to be alone.
Okay, we'll go in this one.
How big are these lockers?
They're about 6 feet tall, about 2.5 feet wide.
I'm gonna make a repair check to see how well it's going. the modifications of these lockers.
Yes, go ahead and do that.
And I'm gonna go with body exert because I'm physically doing it.
All right. You're jury rigging it.
Yeah, it's since this one.
Basically, you're using your tools to snap the locks. Nope.
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 How does psych assisting?
All right. You're doing approximately 5 lockers, so I need you to give me 4 more checks.
Okay.
Because
Well, the assisting has changed a little bit. There's a focus ability that allows you to actually assist people's current roles, but the only thing that you can really do is basically 2 people dedicate themselves to the same task. So you both roll with it. If one of you passes, then cool.
All right.
Okay.
Keep rolling.
So.
2 more.
Because I don't have
Uh-huh.
the.
Uh-huh.
I took endure instead.
All right. You got
Okay.
4 of the 5 lockers were open.
And we're
they're
sharing
broken
one.
up. So they're sharing one. And technically, you could share one as well. Tie with somebody else.
Now I will get my own locker. This is important because I'm claustrophobic and
You don't like
You
tight
can't
spaces.
interrogate. I don't think you trust any of us to actually go in there.
All right, Al, it's tight for you because you're the biggest of everybody. Even though you're average size, you're still bigger than most people.
Turn off your
Probably
magnet boots.
There's
probably
a whole lot of
tight.
that's what she said in that statement.
Probably
took
tight
off
for
the
me
necklace
with
to get in there.
thighs.
All right,
Having
is anybody
wings.
grabbing these spacesuits? Other than Al, Al grabbed one.
I will.
Can
Yeah,
we
me too.
fit with them? Yeah, I don't know that we
Pretty
did. I
sure
think we
that
just
2
got
of
in.
you might fit in
Well,
one.
well, after we crash, we're not going to be in space. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh god.
I'm
This-
I'm
move
taking
the elbow.
one in with me.
Okay.
I'm also getting the bottle.
You see,
Out.
technically, I can survive in. I'm the only one here who can survive in space at all
For a little amount of time.
without the suit. Yeah, without the
For
suit.
a little amount of time.
However, I am also selfish.
Yeah. That's why I keep pointing out. Remember, this is a panicking situation. You would be selfish.
Actually-
I'm trying to see if I can find some kind of spacesuit that is more my size or something I can craft to be.
There's a bag.
Give me. You can get one last search in probably because you were busy looking for something else. Give me a search to see if you could find something you could do hickey into your own spacesuit.
Okay, that'd be body exert search.
How long does it take to get out of a suit of medium armor?
I don't know. I'm assuming like a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Ty, you've worked on this ship, so you know where the emergency micro kits are. You can find one of the bubbles.
Oh, you must be on a Morse code. Hey, something I can chuck.
We just hear from one of the lockers.
Just
Actually, you not only found
across the
a
universe.
bubble, you found 3 bubbles for micros. So you could actually bubble up the inside of your locker.
Stack the bubbles.
I'm going to do that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna set it up.
3 tiers of oxygen just in case.
Yeah.
There must be something
So-
we have in common.
Wait, did the computer say how long it was to unpack? I just thought it
Imminent.
was. Okay, so I don't think I have the minute to just.
All right, the ship
Swap.
shutters again.
The time that Blackie is considering whether or not he has the minute left to disrobe, the ship crashes.
So
About the time you
He's
take
in
your
there with
clothes
the
off, the
bottle.
ship goes down.
So you die naked and
Aw.
afraid.
Okay. On the count of 3, we both say our favorite color. Okay.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Wait, on 3 or after 3?
I've already said it now.
You're supposed to say chartreuse.
How could we say on 3 if we have to say free?
But I suppose that does make sense in a vocabulary fashion.
Get in the lockers if you want
We're
to
in the
live.
locker.
We're in the locker.
they're just still talking.
The ship
You
shutters
duct
one
tape
last
them.
time. You can feel it kind of veer even with the lack of gravity, like something's pulling you down suddenly. Like the gravity of something
Gravity?
that you're going towards, like a spatial
Nothing like
body.
gravity.
Like
I
a
might throw
spatial
up,
body.
Man, this situation's really heavy.
Yeah, the gravity of the
That's not so
situation.
good.
is into us.
The ship shakes. Going faster
rattle and
and
roll?
faster. And then, crack, boom! Something.
Wait,
Hello, Tails!
I like to mention that just before the crack boom, there's a wait. Your horns are different.
And
I think they have different tails too.
there's a sound of grinding metal. Hector, everything goes black.
Like unconscious
pass
black.
out?
Like
Oh.
unconscious black.
Okay,
I'm gonna say he's in a box. I don't think he's exactly seen much to begin with.
Alright.
I can click and I can. See
There's the sound
everything.
of screeching metal for quite a while. You guys are thrown and tossed about. It's a very bruising experience inside the lockers. Give me a body endurance, each of you, except for Hector, who I am GM bashing right now.
This may
I
hurt
actually have
this
the
much.
endure focus.
I know, this is why it's funny I'm giving you a concussion.
So body endure what?
Body endure
Survival.
survival.
Okay.
The bloody person with medicine.
Nice, Ty!
And I think I get a
Ty was actually going to get a simplified because of all the bubbles.
Reptilia also, I believe,
Body
just means simplify.
is survival.
Yep, body endure survival. And yep, Mindy, beautiful roll. Cindy, that's not how you roll a
did that,
dice.
didn't I? Shut up, that's how I roll.
I'm fucking done.
Wow. It
I
takes
can't
so
remember how
painful.
you do it.
Sash roll.
Slash ROLL.
Yeah, 2 L's, not roll.
Notoriety.
Alright, so let's see. I've got a 9, an 11, and 11, and another 9. Alright.
I think we both simplify, so.
Yep, okay. So,
No, I'm not base reptile.
Oh, you're not based on time anymore?
Yeah.
Okay.
no, she's not. Okay, so, yeah, everybody gets rattled around. You get some minor bruising, no major damage. But suddenly, the creaking and the moaning of the ship stops. There's a slight hiss.
Are we alive?
Snake attacks.
I don't
Are
know.
we
Do you
one?
still exist?
Hang on, I'm gonna try and touch your face.
No,
That
I want
was
to touch
not
your
my
face. Oh.
What is that?
I think we're both still here. I'm fairly certain union was not achieved.
Okay, I think definitely parallel universe. Gotta send you back.
All you have
Yes,
to do is
gotta
go through
send
another
you
trash. Crash, everything will be fine.
Wait, I want to go back to the universe where the ship didn't
Yeah.
crash.
Hang on.
Yeah,
hang
I
on.
think maybe you caused this ship trash when you transferred over to our universe.
I
know it's not your fault.
No, you transferred to my universe,
No, you don't even know the
Wait.
handler in this universe.
but you don't know my handler in this universe. Wait. What if this is a different universe for both of us?
There's a third
What are the chances of our both being transferred to a whole new universe? I've never even seen an episode
What
where
if
that
it called
happened.
all of the Mindys?
What is a Mindy?
Us?
No, I'm Cindy, and by proxy, so are
Cindy?
you.
No, I'm Mindy.
Mindy is what a bad Cindy would be called.
I
It's
think you'll
like
find
M
that Cindy
for
is a
bad.
far dafter name than Mindy is.
That is not even. What is daft?
Daft, silly, stupid.
Okay, I am officially declaring you evil universe, Cindy.
You actually got a
You're
9
silly,
on that,
stupid,
so
you.
you do know the odds, Ty.
Okay, I would like to list off the odds that both of
So
them
in the nearby lockers
are
that are still quite closed, you hear a small small beaver's voice calling out the odds for probabilities.
I protest the odds of the DC for figuring out the multi-dimensional odds of having two of the same person teleported to a third quadrant.
I didn't say it would be accurate odds. I'm just saying he thinks he knows the odds at 9.
Okay, so the small beaver is rattling numbers. That's good to know.
Is it safe to get out now? The creaking stopped.
Is it safe to get out? Hang on, there might not be air out there, she says as she's looking through the vent.
Okay, hold your breath. And
Right.
gonna try and shove the door open.
Alright, we're gonna open it up.
Alright, you guys shove the door open.
As she looks outside, she's gonna pause for a second and kind of look at you and mutter through closed lips, "How would we know if there's air if we don't try to breathe?"
Oh fuck! I mean, damn! Don't.
Well, I breathed. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
By
I
this
used
point,
to
Al's
know.
going to already be out there standing, staring at them.
Alright, as you guys get out, you notice one thing. The locker at the end that Hector was in has been slightly crushed underneath another armory cabinet.
Batman!
Another armory? They had two on.
No, one of the armory cabinets.
Damn.
One of the large heavy cabinets is crushing the one he's in.
Oh, an armoire.
Gonna run over and start trying to, open it, but I imagine the door's kind of
There's a big heavy thing on top of it.
Okay, help! We need to move this.
Hang on, I'm trying. Don't move his neck. Hang on.
I don't know where he is.
You have to pull the heavy thing off so you can move the door.
Yeah. Okay,
This
so
is
body
an important
athletics.
first step.
Body athletics.
Yep. Who all's participating? I
one
allow
with
3
athletics.
people to do this.
The one with the athletic score is also the one who's unconscious.
I'm doing it because I've got good athletics.
How brightly lit is this room at this point?
Not.
I will
Okay, I'm
assist.
gonna scrabble through my toolkit looking for my flashlight then.
Cindy and
Alright,
Mindy.
flashlight's out. It's dark.
And I'll turn that on.
Fuck yes.
Alright, that's Mindy. Alright, who else is helping?
Oh.
That's the
Ah,
opposite.
It's not just my dice.
Alright.
that is a critical, horrible thing.
Alright,
but that
Mindy somehow gets her fingers crushed.
Oh,
See?
No,
What the fuck?
sorry. Cindy somehow gets her fingers crushed. You take one
by
point.
Mindy,
One
who
point.
apparently used
One
me as a
point of
freaking
damage,
volcano.
please.
Ow! You are the evil one.
What? I'm sorry, I'm not the weak universe one.
You
But
took the
Al
volcanoes.
and
You're
Mindy-
the bully universe one.
Al and Mindy managed to heft it up while Cindy is wooing over her now damaged fingers.
She broke a nail.
You guys reveal the top of the locker that Hector was in.
Okay, let's
Open it.
open this up.
Alright, and you open it up, and you can tell that the metal has bashed in a bit. There is a bit of blood coming off his skull. And he is unconscious.
I think he's dead.
No, wait, hang on.
Does anyone else besides me have medicine?
I don't think
Nope.
so.
I do actually have one.
I
Hold on.
have a
No.
fault in medicine. Does that count?
I've
No.
got decent.
Don't let the
Or,
beaver
well, I mean,
help
I-
you.
I
Don't
have
let the
something,
beaver help you.
basically.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Alright, and just, out of character, I'm purposely giving Hector a head wound purpose, because sometimes Hector's gonna need to black out because he won't be able to make every game.
Yeah. Hector's
There's a reason why there's this GM mode of I'm gonna hit him in the head with a locker.
So we're not gonna Fred Flintstone this, and he gets hit by a bowling ball every once in a while and turns into a different character.
Oh, we
played
should
by the
totally
GM.
go D&D style and just get
Despite
sucked
the
underground.
fact that I got an 8 out of 8 on one of those rolls, I'm still saying I'm pretty sure he's dead.
So are you-
I don't know the fucking difference.
Alright, so
Thankfully, Cindy's competent at this.
Cindy, you can tell he is still breathing.
He's still breathing. He's okay. I checked the manual on these things before. We had a whole unit on identifying wounds. He got hit in the head right here. He says,
Okay.
pouring to the damage
Is this
area.
the thing where we're not supposed to move them?
No, you're definitely not supposed to let him be asleep, though. Like this thing that he's doing right now.
She's
This
grabbing
is really
his
bad.
shirt and starting to shake him. Wake
Don't-
up,
don't-
armor!
don't-
Wake
don't
up!
move him like that. That's not right. We didn't even check.
I
the
hear
neck yet.
slapping's good for waking somebody up.
Okay.
Hang on, every part of this is wrong. Hey, no, oh,
Alright, Hector,
he's
you,
wearing armor, so they're just smacking metal plate right now.
well, do you
don't
have your
want him
helmet
moving
on?
his neck that hard.
Do you have your helmet on?
Yeah,
That would complicate the head blow.
Alright, well, you still have blood trickling down your face because of, it's just,
It was medium. It's not heavy, so.
Alright, well, it's
it was-
damaged now on the helmet
Yeah.
part, so, there, I damaged your armor,
We have
okay?
to get new armor.
I damaged your armor, okay, but, Hector, you eventually kind of come to, your vision's a little blurred, you might talk a little bit with a slur right now,
You're
but
seeing
you're
double.
tired.
Ow.
I
The
did it.
hell
I
happened?
saved him.
I don't want to alarm you, but you had a head wound, and we probably treated it really badly.
No, I saved him. He's awake.
He'll be fine.
Okay,
How
the
many
last
fingers
thing that
am I
we
holding
want to do from now on is to let him. You're not even holding
7.
up any fingers.
Incorrect.
Oh, don't believe her. She's counting the tail as a
Hell,
finger.
what was that hiss?
I'm going to search around for the source of the hiss. using my
Snakes.
handy dandy
Why did it have to be snakes?
flashlight.
I need to look up my surgery real quick, my reclamation, because I still need to figure out 100% how it works. Just,
Nope.
I'm gonna do a auditory perceive, so still body perceive, but you know.
Okay.
So I can see. There's a free. Oh, nice. I got a 12
Okay.
Nice.
and a 9.
You can kind of like as you start to listen to it and feel about, you can feel that the air seems to be kind of rushing away.
Guys, I think we're losing oxygen.
Wait a minute, didn't we land on a... Oh, what planet did we land on?
Are you sure we landed?
Well, we ran into something. There was a whole bunch of bumping. And there's gravity now. I don't think anybody turned it back on.
Yeah, there is gravity now.
Do we know roughly where we were? I mean, how long we were on the ship?
You guys were just getting you were leaving Europa and you were going past Saturn.
If we've crashed on Saturn,
It's actually quite impressive.
Trust me, there's a lot of shit in the way of Saturn, so yeah.
we were near Saturn, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, maybe we are on Titan. Is there a colony on Titan?
Yeah, there's stuff everywhere. It's just kind of sparse.
Maybe we're on Titan or Tiffit or Mimus or.
I don't think there's anything between here and one of the Jupiter moons that actually has air on it.
Oh. We need to find that hole.
Probably a good idea.
so this is audible levels, right?
You hear?
So we can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to see if I can locate it echoey like. Let's see here. It says. Here we go. Surgeries.
I used to be like, "Hey, Mindy, let's do that cool thing we can do."
Yeah, pretty much.
And Mindy's gonna go, "We can't do that."
Actually, complete darkness, fully lit, visual.
Is it a repetitive sound?
Yeah.
Okay. We start walking towards it. I'm gonna have to make a check. Wait, do we even need to make a check for that?
You're gonna need to go through the vents because you're right now in a sealed room, like mostly sealed room, except for the vent.
Was that a yes fee or Sev, or is that a
Questioning sound.
No, it's a vision thing.
Okay.
So basically, you can see the sound.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. Okay, the hole's over this way, and we start trying. How when you say climb, is this like vertical?
No, I mean climb into the vents that you guys came in through.
What is the orientation of our crash ship?
Right now you would assume that it is leveled-ish.
Level-ish. So we're on an ever so slight slant.
You're on a slight slant, but not a major one. At least this part of the ship. They managed to stay together.
We need to get in the vents and. Oh God, that hurts.
Wait, where's my doll gone?
What?
She's lost her doll.
Just gonna pick it up. Yeah, its head missing. Oh no.
Don't worry, I can fix that. That looks like a head wound too.
She just shakes it weakly. Wake up.
You might have to call her a loss. Why do you use dolls anyway? Blankets are better.
What? No, dolls you can like hug them. Blankets just have no body.
I had a blanket with body.
You said it was in the vent?
We have
The
to go
proper
through-
term for that is Diamakura.
No, that's a pillow with body.
I can see it. That
Alright,
makes any sense.
So Ty and Hector, you guys are checking out the vent.
Yeah.
Do we come with you or what?
Do we
What
stay
do
in
we
the room
do?
full of guns?
Great idea.
I can see where the sound's coming from. I mean, I guess we both can.
I can't. What?
What do you mean you can't?
What do you mean see sound?
It's just the thing you do. You close your eyes and you listen and you see where the sound is. It's that way. She points up toward the vent.
I can't do that. Why can you do that? Why can't I do that?
I'm gonna have to like search you for like robot ports or something. You're the worst clone ever.
I am not a clone. You're a clone. You're apparently some like weird sci-fi clone where they
Well,
put
if
extra
I am a
things in
clone,
it.
then I am the worst clone, or maybe I'm the best clone ever.
Uh,
I guess I'd be okay with that.
No.
I'm surprised this has not resulted in a slap fight yet.
It'll degrade to that at some
Give it
point.
time.
Is that in character or out of character?
Yes.
Out of character.
Alright.
I'm too focused on my task to say that in
Alright.
character.
Hector and Ty, you guys follow the vent back out the way you came, following the source of the sound, and you come to the corridor, which it looks like the emergency bulkheads have closed at this section, but there is a crack in the hull, and you can see debris starting to gather there, and there's a slight sound of suction.
Do I have my blanket nearby?
Do you have your blanket? Did you bring it when you
Oh.
came out for the emergency?
I don't think I did, but this would be a prime place for showing why blankets are superior.
Take the doll and shove it into the hole. Alright, so Hector and Ty, you have found a slight crack opening. You can feel the air rushing out. There's still no light here. It seems like all systems are off.
So the beaver's got a flashlight, right?
I'm
Yep.
gonna move over to them.
Oh,
Since I
I'm
didn't
pulling the
find it.
pistol out and I'm flipping my flashlight that's strapped to my pistol on. Because otherwise, I have a feeling I'm going to just irritate the hell out of people again. So I'm helping light up the area. So what do we have around to fix this?
Hmm. Well, I have
I
no
was just
idea.
get a look between us like, why do you want to fix it? Why not just open it, see what's out there?
Because we're losing
Or
air.
die!
Let me put it this way: did you bring food? Did you bring water?
Well,
I can live with
you
that
think there'd
crap.
have to
You
be
can't.
some on the ship somewhere. It was supposed to keep us going for like a month.
Why don't we fix it and then we'll go looking around the ship and see what we can find instead of maybe dying to nowhere.
Evil Me has a good point.
I'd say, weren't we just looking
Bad
at
of you.
even from the sealed room?
I don't think
That's
we're
out of
in a
character,
sealed
weren't
room.
we?
are we?
Sam,
But
are we in the
considering we
sealed
had to
room?
leave through an air
Alright,
vent to
okay,
find
well,
this.
You had to leave through an air vent to find this. You were in a sealed room with a vent that was, losing air out.
So there's no other exit from this sealed room than other through here.
Through the vents you can go, but this is where the source of the air loss is. This end of the
Okay,
corridor
so we can-
because they were following the sound. You're at the you're back at the corridor. Remember before where you opened up the vent to go in?
Okay, so we have access to the ship and it's losing air through here.
At least this portion of the ship, but this bulkhead sealed up right there. In Star Trek where the bulkheads go down when parts of the ship get damaged.
Or like Starship Troopers where people are crushed by them.
Yeah, like that.
Everybody fights.
So you had tools on you. You know how to fix it.
I'm gonna see if I have.
How big is the crack, Sam?
It's about 6 inches wide.
Holy fuck. Oh wait.
Mhm.
Like from lengthwise?
Yeah, lengthwise. It's
Okay.
it has a 6-inch length. It's probably about an inch and a half wide. It's not that, or deep. It's not that big of an opening, but
6 inches wide. Water air is escaping. So hard.
So
Going to
I have a stroke of genius, but go ahead.
no, go ahead, Svi.
This is her stroke of genius. She's gonna ponder for a minute and go, "Hmm," and then she's gonna shove her spacesuit top onto it because it stops air.
Are you still wearing it?
Well, yeah, but I had other clothes on.
Alright, it starts tearing away at the fabric and pulling it.
Does it plug the hole?
It plugs some of it, but it's trying to pull it through, in a weird way.
Can I like shove something else in the remaining part?
You can. You gonna shove your hands in there?
No, but do we have like a tray? Is there just a thing that I can just kind of
I
stick
am
in front of?
giving the remains of my doll.
Alright, so you guys are trying. Alright, give me a repair check.
Okay.
So good.
Oh
good.
shit!
Hang on.
May have doomed us all.
Well, if they're going to try repairing, I guess I could try helping them repair.
Are you gonna direct them how to do this?
Yes, I will use my mind to tell them how to repair a thing.
Alright.
And so here is repair roll.
Can I just apply this part and not assist so that they can?
Huh?
I'm
You
just
rolled
applying this
better
doll's
than
body.
me.
I can roll.
Are you not rolling?
Okay, yeah.
Alright, so basically, Cindy and Mindy hand their pieces of stuff together and start shoving it in, and then Ty redirects them to do it more properly, and the leak seems to slow.
There we go. See, it's a spacesuit. It stops air from leaving.
She salutes her teddy bear.
It was a valiant sacrifice, she says. And then under her breath, however, had it been a blanket, it would have covered it all.
What are you saying about my teddy bear?
That it was a good trooper and has saved us from certain death.
Damn right.
And then again, under her breath.
However, had it been a blanket.
The ship creaks. You guys know that you're probably a few degrees off from being level.
It's alright.
It is dark except for the light of the flashlight. The air is a little thin,
Flashlights.
but it's there.
So, now what?
You know,
Well, I mean, there should be an emergency beacon or something. That's what all the drills said. I guess we just wait.
I'm hungry.
can I make a mind exert survival
Yes.
to go?
Yes. If you roll badly, you can claim head wound. See, I gave you a head wound, so you have an easy out.
14 and a 7.
Alright, so what is you trying to do?
Trying to figure out what usually happens when these things go down. Of what actually
Is survival actually used
activates
for
or
that?
anything. I don't actually know.
I thought survival was used for actual body robust.
Yeah, typically.
Stuff.
Okay,
so-
there's logic
So
and
what's
stuff
logic? What's
that
your
can-
what would be your how many logic dice do you have
So
for mind?
it's the same roll, but a +2 instead. So
Okay,
it'd be
so
a
it's a
13 and
13.
a 6.
Alright, 13 and a
So-
6. Okay, so still good. Alright, so you're thinking through what would happen in an emergency procedure like this for, this what all would happen. You do know that, some of the more crappy liners don't necessarily have much of the functioning, emergency stuff that they're supposed to, like as many life pods and such. And sometimes they run the old beacon set that isn't always the best at transmitting.
I like to think that we just had a lot of assholes, and a bunch of people went in with just themselves in the
You do know that you could check down in engineering. They're supposed to be where the kind of black box and the beacon would be. It's supposed to be in a fairly armored thing down there.
I'm gonna look at the beaver and go, "What did you do on the ship?"
Wow. whatever they need.
Little bit of Monica.
Do.
A little bit of Jessica.
No. No Mambo number 5. I have to go now because that was evoked.
Yeah.
Did you have anything to do with engineering or anything like that? You know where it is?
Yeah.
Usually on ships like this, that's where the emergency transmitter beacon is.
Can you take us there?
All right, everybody, follow me. Single file, I guess. Be careful.
Is he still in the? Is he still in the ball?
Yeah, he's still in a plastic ball, I think.
Wait, so you
Yep,
were one
he's
of the
in the
engineers
hamster
on this ship? Do you know if they were dealing with any kind of, trans-dimensional, strange space drive technology or
Yeah.
anything that might result in a rift between our reality and another
How
one?
did you bring us here?
Did you two ever think that maybe you just look similar?
There's coincidence, and then there's just sheer stupidity. She says in a huff.
Bewildering stare.
Yeah, that's just
Looking
ridiculous.
at
People
you.
don't look similar.
I mean, not like this.
And just gonna start heading towards engineering.
Alright.
Yeah, maybe they're the evil ones. Do you think they're native?
I'm
Do you
gonna
think they brought us here on purpose?
I'm gonna flip open the little hollow locket I have.
Yeah?
It's got a picture of Hector's parents.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look down at the two kids, just go, hope I wasn't like this, and close it.
Aw.
You look nothing like us.
I assure you, you were nothing like me.
Yeah, pretty
Or
sure.
us, I guess.
Alright.
And-
You guys start moving back towards engineering, which was on this level, I believe. And as you get there, you see down the corridor another sealed bulkhead. Eventually, though, you do find the stairway down to engineering. It is dark, and there's an occasional flicker.
Maybe we'll wait up here. That's really dark.
What? I mean, you don't have the. See, this is why I'm telling you, you missed out on some of the better perks of being you. Here, just like hold my tail or something.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Oh,
Just
your
do it.
tail's weird.
No, your tail is weird, and
Oh, your tail's weird.
no, your tail. Shut up! I need to hear right. Clunk. She's gonna kick
Turn-
the wall.
Turn back and end up flashlighting both of them.
I have my eyes closed. Thank you very much, because I am using sound locations.
Alright,
you
give
close
me
your eyes.
perceives for who's looking. Searches.
Well, since she hit, I get to ignore darkness since she's making audible sounds.
Yeah, we're basically just walking normally, Sam, because we're doing the walkies.
Well, that's it. We may have something.
Why is the flashlight out?
Unless you're trying to get us to look for something specific.
Oh, I
Otherwise,
was getting
it's
you
just
guys
like
to go
walking.
look for stuff.
Okay. I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm doing
Yeah.
it right now.
You can give me whatever
I only
penalties
do it
you need.
if I. That's not my character sheet. That's the rules. So, body perceive. Hey! Wow! I forgot. I actually did this for this character.
So a 13, but I'm in the darkness, so whatever.
I think I find stuff. Oh wow! It didn't roll enough dice
wait.
either.
Alright.
I
Oh, it
was
did, yeah, it does,
body
that's right,
exert. Oh, jeez. Okay. I should roll.
It's body perceive.
One more. Okay. Still crap.
So crap. Alright. Al. Hector. Alice. That's a 12, right, Z?
Yes.
Or not Alice. Mindy and Cindy. The only person who doesn't notice this is Ty, because Ty is busy I'm going there and thing. I gotta fix stuff. Everything got broken and most people's dead. One of the things you guys immediately will notice is there's a strew of dead bodies everywhere that all have been shot. But the thing that's really going to stick out to you folks is the fact that there is a hole in the ceiling in one of the corners of the room. And it looks like it was shredded down from the top. It's very unnatural. It's not like anything fell through. It's like something clawed down.
Is there oxygen being lost through that?
No.
Like, weird.
Ty, you notice nothing amiss. Unfortunately, even though you've seen the scene before, you don't notice anything out of place. Some of you, well, actually, all of you but Ty, notice multiple punctures into the heads. 3 total for about 3 of the bodies. The rest of them have only two holes through their heads.
So there's really nothing to
Okay.
see here, and I'm gonna go backward. We're just gonna back up a little bit and let you guys handle that.
Mindy
Okay?
freezes up.
I was just gonna look up at the hole and go, that is a big fucking hole.
We're not in 0G anymore, correct?
Nope, we're in gravity.
Okay.
I know. We're just gonna go back up. Okay, we're gonna go back this way. Okay, right now we're gonna back up a little bit and go back this way.
Keeping hold of her tail harder, tighter now.
She's gonna be thunking against the wall, trying to navigate back, quote unquote. But it's mostly just kind of a.
Don't go too far, you two. Don't want to lose you.
Right? No, don't know anything about you two.
Yeah, fuck or no.
Oh. Okay. So, the adults in the room. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to find the transmitter black
Okay.
box thing. I'm guessing another search.
Yeah, another search. Or a logic. May help you with that.
Alden's gonna finally remember and actually flick on the LEDs at the front part of the head of his head. 'Cause he's actually got it with the same setup as the Daft Punk guy. So
I'm
that
whistling.
does all the lights.
Alright, you're letting
I'm
out a whistle.
whistling. Yeah, because I get to keep my. I mean, that's how I use my. That's my standard output sound. So, that would be math is bad.
Alright,
11 and a 7.
Yep, 11. Alright, you find what you believe is the transponder. It looks like it has recently been scavenged.
As in, can I figure out what's missing? Is it
Just
mostly there? And just that?
It's mostly there except for the broadcasty bit.
Damn, that's the piece I can fix. I was hoping it was the
It
power
looks
supply.
like somebody may have removed it. Hi, you may have seen someone working on that in the last few days.
Mm.
Now that you see him kind of point out what it was, it
Someone
looks like
pulled the
somebody-
broadcast.
There was a lot of weird little repairs going on all over the ship during the last week. I'm using air quotes for repairs. They didn't really make sense.
This doesn't. Why would they? No. That's not right either.
Any idea if there's stuff on here to fix this?
Oh, let's do quick logical. He says out loud. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
Totally makes sense.
I figure I can't do a logic on this because I wouldn't know what's on the ship. So
A 12, a 9, and a 7. Fucking do a bar.
Okay, so yeah, you think you could scavenge the main communication array from the front of the ship? You have to go outside.
Well, we might be able to scavenge the main communication array on the front, but
Also,
well, someone has to go outside.
Mindy and Cindy, since you two are probably trying to desperately play Pokemon Go in space, your toggles have no signal here.
I think we probably have checked, but at the moment we're trying to pretend that there was not, a whole bunch of dead bodies over there.
Yeah.
They had holes in their heads. So I checked my medical manuals, and they shouldn't if they're still thinking.
Of that, yeah, I don't think that's a concussion anymore.
I don't feel very well.
They definitely shouldn't be allowed to sleep for that long.
And where is there a hole in the ceiling?
I don't know.
No.
Al will kind of turn his head over and they'd like, I'll be honest, that's the thing I'm more worried about.
We're not down
because-
there.
Yeah, they're up. They're
Yeah,
up.
we
They ran back
left.
up the stairs because they're cuddling in a corner, going.
Would
"Dead
that be a
bodies."
mind perceive or mind exert, trying to figure out what might have been able to do that hole?
You can do a mind perceive.
Logic or science?
Sure,
or-
logic or science.
Like something out of a horror film.
Bing, 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 bing,
Except the
bing,
music
bing.
would have been
Do you
different.
think there's a monster trying to get us?
Well, we don't know. This might be like a completely different dimension.
No.
Don't be
10
silly. If
and a
anything,
5.
it's still the people who invaded the ship earlier.
That's a logic. If you're
All right,
wondering.
Hector, as you're kind of doing a logic check of checking over the opening a little bit, you find a little bit of like goo at the bottom. It's like almost kind of
Gulick?
it's that kind of weird drippy like saliva
Aliens.
stuff, It's really kind of
The stuff that indicates that you're really not in a good spot right now.
yeah, but
The
you can tell
child
definitely
vomited
that
over
there
here.
are claw marks. That looks like something clawed its way down out of the upper part of the ceiling.
I'm going to ask this of the person who made this setting. How far would I be able to use the reclaimed sonar? Roughly.
It's kind of visual range and such, but you start losing detail once you go past. I think it's kind of like low light, so it's like 100 feet or so. And you can go around corners and stuff. The thing you should be more concerned about is if you have, this little thing here suggesting that a monster crawled through here, and your current vision system involves banging very heavily against the wall. That's a thing you should be thinking about. If we're gonna
I was more
go
curious
ahead and toss that out there.
because sonar covers both. I just can do any audible, including clicking and stuff to actually do it too. I'm
It's
gonna
just
whistle and actually figure out, see if I can, how high up I can find the holes.
Yeah, boy.
goes.
just whistle in the dark. Nothing bad will happen here.
Yep, it's fine. Nothing bad happened. So I'm whistling in the hole.
all right, whistle.
I can't do that kind of whistling. I can only do the high pitch, which I
Uh.
get yelled at for.
Oh my god! Will you stop whistling and actually do the roll?
Oh,
I was waiting for the roll.
I actually
Don't
brought the
sound
dog out for
hopeful.
that, by the way.
Also, let's not whistle on headsets.
Yeah, it hurts.
Aw.
I thought someone was telling me to whistle.
No, I meant to do the dice roll. Okay.
8 and an 11.
All right. As you close your eyes and you whistle, letting your perception of distance be covered by the refraction of sound bouncing off things, your whistle carries forward, and for a brief moment you get an almost alien-like visage, just sort of something humanoid shape, but it's not quite right as it moves out of your perception. Swiftly.
That's called
Let's
an
move.
actual nope entity. That is, you have encountered a nope.
I just turn and go, we're getting out of here now. There's something up there, and I don't want it to be down here.
Works for me.
Also, with your vision, you are able to perceive another body that is rushing down.
It's something coming down. We're moving now.
As you start to
Drawing
say
the
that,
pistol.
a corpse lands at the bottom.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, another one.
I've got all the pistols been out this whole time. Flipping the flashlight off,
Uh-huh.
putting the laser pointer flip on, pointing at the door, and go there now. At the other two, because I can still see. The others can't, but I give them a point to go towards.
Well, technically, they still have flashlights. Al has LED lights on the front of
that's
his
right.
helmet, and Ty has his own flashlight.
Well, in that case,
on
we-
the whole part of my head, I'm basically illuminating a chunk of the room right now.
Yeah, Al's like a light bulb.
Can you do that? Like getting a actual light source built into your character?
Bioluminescence
That's a cold
does a
rubber.
dim light. So
I basically just bought a flashlight, and that's my flavoring port.
Okay.
Like, you know the thing where if you turn a flashlight towards the ceiling and it makes a bunch of the area bright?
Okay.
I'm moving to the door and motioning a lot.
Are we down there, or have they?
You're
gotten
up the
back to
stairwell
us yet?
still. But they're trying to rush up towards you now. I'm
Okay.
assuming. Is Ty rushing up there?
Yeah, I'll start heading that way. Which actually shouldn't be difficult at all. Given that I
oh.
got pretty fast.
Hey guys, are we done here?
Can we maybe move on?
You have to be careful about moving on right now. But yes, we're down there. Done down there.
Why do we have to be careful? Is the ship
'Cause
gonna
it's-
break more?
I
No.
had to shoot a guess. Probably the thing that made the hole still around.
Yes.
There is a thing.
Yes.
How do you know there was a thing?
It was
we
in the
gotta,
hole.
do we have weapons to fight the thing?
That's right. We're going back to the armory for those of you who don't.
Oh god.
Do you two know
They're-
how to use
The
them?
ship groans.
I don't know. You two know.
And there's creaking and pattering
You just can't
in
help
the
it anymore,
various
can you?
different
No.
and the various different vents around you as the ship shifts.
Is that the thing?
I think I was running towards the armory.
The angle of the ship is
pretty sure
actually
it's the
starting
ship
to
breaking.
change a bit.
We're gonna book toward the armory. That seemed like a good place to go.
Okay, you're booking it towards the armory, all of you.
Oh, we are.
Alright, Cindy and Mindy are
Jesus,
busting
God.
butt towards the armory.
I'm moving that way.
Yeah.
I'm
Mr.
gonna go
Keith?
that way, but I'm not gonna like go top
Also-
speed.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So we all know vaguely each other's speeds. What is everybody's movement?
4.
4.
6.
Whoa.
5.
Kind of bad. Mine's 3.
So she's pumping her little arms behind her. Wait up! Guys!
Can I halve my? Can I split the difference with Cindy and grab her hand and drag her along?
You're both the same size and weight, so really, I think it would be worse than that.
I have more body exert. Pretty sure.
I know.
Can I
but
roll a check?
You can roll a check.
Okay.
Just remember, if you leave her behind, you're the only one of you.
No, but if she dies, I might die.
That's the way it
That
works.
doesn't seem true.
No, that's the way it works. Shut up.
Okay, I got a
9.
9. Can I get us both moving at 4?
You can get you both moving at 4. That's the best you can do. So you guys are keeping up with Hector now.
How are you so fast?
'Cause I'm good. Aren't you fast? Why aren't you
No,
fast?
I mean, they told me I'll be faster when I get champion form, but you
What?
haven't, have you?
Champion form going that route. Oh, God.
Damn it,
Swear.
Sweet. Why do you have to be a Digimon?
What do you mean,
I
champion?
don't
What
want
are
to
you
have to
talking about?
collect crests or anything.
You don't look like you're any bigger.
I'm still a kid.
Hang on, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys beat feet back to the armory. The ship starts to shift even more. You gain like another 5% of differentiation in the way the floor is going, angle-wise.
Ugh.
Is this moving towards?
Is that making us
being
run
It's,
faster?
it,
We go
it's
downhill?
actually making it so that it is a very odd climb into the vents now. Because you're actually having to climb
So
up into the vent.
Are we going closer towards the ship being flat?
We're going.
Up
No,
one side.
It's going
It's-
the other way.
It's Titanicing.
hmm
Okay.
It's like the ship might be on something and might be going down off something.
Oh, that's not good.
Alright, so you guys are back in the armory. There's still the heavy metal container down that had crushed the other one. There's various lockers and stuff like that.
She's gonna slap the console on the wall. Computer, give me rocket number 9.
The computer does not respond.
Can I do a search
Please
to try and find the
don't
equipment I bought?
slap the
Yeah, do a search
computer.
to try and find the equipment you bought. You
I
found
found
it.
my baton.
You found your you found all of your equipment.
Did you find
Okay,
my
I
equipment
found-
too? Because I'm trying to talk to the computer.
Al, you found all of your equipment.
Cool, I'm starting to change into the armor.
Alright.
I actually have all my.
The computer is still not responding.
Mindy finds a baton and a strangely
No power.
her-sized light suit of armor.
The console is off.
And one for me.
Console is off, as in damaged, or just not powered.
There is no power running to anything right now, it seems like. And the air is quite thin.
The computer's probably not going to work for you.
I hold up a little cube-looking thing. I can power one thing, but not for very long.
Oh, neat.
Quick
That
look
is-
at it.
that is
So
the
I can
only
play
thing.
video
Ship?
games.
Hey!
No.
Hey, I desperately need to work on my Pokemon Go.
Well, it is intended to like do things like make consoles without power be powered. So that's the only issue.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. We have to figure out what we want to use it on, because
If you
Don't
power
wanna
if you
waste-
power up the console though, that might not give you the central computer if it's off.
yeah,
I'm going AFK for a minute, I'll be right back.
Mindy is pulling on the light armor she found over her dress.
Okay.
oh my god.
I am going to likewise put on the other one because Mindy found both.
I'm just looking and oh my god. Never put armor on before.
No!
How often do you think we really have to do this?
Start helping the two kids figure out how to put their armor on.
And
with
this
their
is going to make us
clothes.
safe from the ship falling, right?
Maybe.
As
Fall off the planet, no.
Can you
Totally
do
looking
that?
at them with total seriousness at this point.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
We were just going to die like 3 minutes ago. You don't get to happen twice in the
If-
same.
If the monster comes, and she's gonna hold up the baton she found and start swinging it wildly while Hector's helping her into the armor.
Cindy is going to nod sagely as though that is a very impressive thing and should probably help with the monster
I'm
should it
going
arrive.
to push the button on the baton to actually extend it.
Oh,
It works better that
That's
way.
even better.
Roll dexterity, Cindy. You're gonna get hit.
no!
Actually, body dodge.
Wait, it's not going to hit Hector?
Oh yeah, it might hit. She might hit Hector.
Hector's the
though,
one
she's
helping you
swinging.
get dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hector body dodge. Head wound.
Okay, so I have to figure out what, because we don't actually have a body dodge stat.
Dex.
What's it work now?
Yeah, it's it's body athletics and your score that you're trying to beat is your mass.
Okay, body athletics and
Yeah.
body
You're trying to
exert
beat
then?
your
Is that exert
Okay.
or endure?
Okay.
it's
Roll.
exert.
Roll it. Do it. You gotta beat your mass.
You said athletics.
Yeah.
And my total mass is a 4. Yeah, that
So no, you didn't.
No.
You need to
No.
get no, did you? So
A
11,
10.
12, 13? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
As you
you,
said,
you
that
managed.
was good.
You managed to deftly dodge the little girl with the whack-a-mole stick.
Is it?
I
is it
like-
8
I like to
plus your
think-
body mass.
Yeah, it's 8 plus the
Okay.
mass. The
Okay.
total mass.
All right. So you managed to dodge the whack-a-mole stick. The room around you creaks again. Ty, you will also find the equipment you would have had from purchasing equipment at this time. I'm just going to hand wave. You guys can find your stuff in this room now.
I had most of my stuff in my
What did
bag,
you get
so.
this fee?
I have a pistol and a suit of armor. That's
Okay.
what I've got. Yeah.
Well,
Great.
so Mindy's gonna hand you a pistol because you know you don't seem as Mindy flexes.
Uh-huh. I can do that too. I would if I had any mind to, but I don't.
Uh huh.
So I won't, right? Okay.
So I won't.
Okay. Looking down at the beaver, I'm like, I don't think any of us have really introduced ourselves, other than those two. And I pointed to children.
We didn't really do that either. But
Yeah, you
should we,
did,
like, be
because you
more
were sitting
concerned?
in the box saying,
I'm Mindy. I'm Cindy.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not an introduction.
The ship is still falling over, though. I think we're in still kind of a concerned situation.
Yeah, but you know.
don't know people's names. You don't know
Well,
the people you're surviving with.
wait, there were a few ports in the corridor, right?
There were what?
Few ports. Yeah, the things to look through.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There were.
You said that.
Yeah, there
we've
were.
witnessed
there,
lots of
yeah,
things
yeah,
exploding.
there were viewports. You guys gonna go look out in the viewports?
Mindy is going to start crawling through the fence again.
Oh, the screens aren't going to work. Oh, they weren't screens. We were getting shot at.
Yes.
Wow. So she's the not as fast one.
What's the fancy
Right.
Benny thing I can give people now?
Favor?
It's just
It's-
experience at the end of the thing.
All right,
You can give it
I would-
whatever, but
Yeah, I would like to give you a favor for that. 'Cause you may have just killed the GM a little bit on the inside, where her thoughts and feelings live.
I don't know who else is going, but
Oh,
the
the
kids
fence.
All right, so the two children start crawling off through the vents again.
My
Well,
ship
following
it
behind
has
them.
crashed.
Neospore in LA for wounds that do not heal.
either of the other two following.
I'm coming with.
I guess I'll follow you people.
So I'm gonna look behind me since I was taking off after the kids first. So what are your names?
I'm Cindy, and thinks she's Mindy, but I think it's just
No,
kind
I'm
of
Mindy and she's Cindy.
No, but all right. So in our current working theory, we're from alternate dimensions in which things like, first letters of names have been fundamentally changed, but most other things are the same.
Highly unlikely.
Have you seen us?
Yeah, can you just have a look at this? Hang on, I'm the scientist here, and I'm telling you, this shit is weird.
Are you
Just
sure
look
you're not
similar.
twins who were separated at birth?
No, I was
No,
grown.
that's dumb.
I was
Everybody's seen
made.
that movie.
Wait, you were made?
Yeah. Oh, so you were as well? That's good.
Well, yeah, because I guess that part would be the same, right?
Yeah.
Just gonna pause in the movement, just standing there, blinking.
I'm gonna turn back to the beaver and go, "What's your name?"
Just cradling my head in my hands, shaking.
Did you get a
my
headband
head
too? Do you want me to look at it?
slowly. All people.
That's a weird name. How do you say that?
The pod would have been better.
Well, I'm just gonna throw up. I'm pretty sure he's having a nervous breakdown.
Oh, well, don't be nervous. We're okay.
Okay,
pretty
so
sure
the
she's not
important thing
evil.
to happen in that is to make sure that you fall asleep. But not him. He shouldn't fall asleep.
Don't sleep. Wake up.
I'm not asleep.
Don't go into the light,
Oh,
okay?
good. Don't think about doing it.
What? So, what's your name?
My name's Hector.
Well, that's good. It's good that you can remember your name.
Are you sure that's your name?
Yes.
What if it's no? Think he's okay?
We should probably check his ID.
Do you have an ID? Do you have a
And-
carer?
Try for what?
Carer, someone that takes care of you. Do I need to talk slower?
He might. He's got head problems. Says
Yeah.
making loopy motions toward the head.
You keep moving.
What about you, Glowface? What's your name?
Most call me AL10 or AL-10.
That's a weird
Yeah, no.
name.
I prefer the name Alton.
Alton. Okay.
He
And-
has a cooking show.
What about you, Mr. Beaver Man?
It might have been easier if I'd just been in the crash, and then I would
Okay,
You were in the
crash.
crash.
now, and then we wouldn't have to worry about any of this.
I think he took it bad when he
And
saw the
maybe I should
bodies.
just
So
stayed on the
maybe
other
Hector, Alton, and Crash.
If I were to take an objective assessment of our current situation, I'd have to say we're probably not doing good.
I'm gonna guess.
Not doing well.
You're not doing well.
Just pause. Yeah, just pause, correct you, and then go back to ramblings yourself.
So Cindy and Mindy, let's keep going forward.
Oh, sorry. She's gonna resume going through the fence, and when we drop out, she's actually gonna take off running towards the few ports.
No, wait, hang on.
right,
How
as
did
you-
she get so fast?
All right, as you get to the viewports, you notice that the glass is starting to actually frost over a bit.
Wow.
That's not good.
Someone left the air conditioning on. Just gonna stop wiping the glass.
It's cold, and actually, you didn't really notice it, but it's getting colder on the ship. Outside, you see massive gray and white craters. The sky has a sulfuric tinge to it.
Can we have? Do we know which way it's tilting? Nose down, nose up.
Right now, it seems to be tilting nose down.
The sky's kind of yellowish.
And
Can
there's
I
the
attempt
occasional
to,
like energy strikes in the air. You can see kind of like lightning effects.
Can I try to identify where we are in like a logic?
Sure.
Let's see here. What do I got going on in that particular area? Yeah, I got a decent score.
Our learnings are recent.
See, I'm hoping that I'm correct, and this is oh my god, your learning is not correct. I'm hoping I'm hoping I'm correct, and this was actually a unpopulated place
13.
in HSD. So we're hoping here. All right, so a 13.
Mhm.
All right, with a 13 and your extreme amount of education about different places, from the idea of where you were heading from and the path that you were taking, you think that this may be the moon Callisto.
This is very accurate on account of my awesome roll. She is going to hold up a finger in a most education fashion and say, based on the color breakdowns / chrometric
And the lightning.
the lightning is also a pretty big tell. This is probably Callisto, which has a number of disadvantages.
So we
for our
are
current
around
situation.
Saturn.
Can I make a
Actually,
science
we're still near Jupiter, but yeah,
It's
Damn it.
this is one of Jupiter's outer moons.
Can I make a science check to know what the conditions on?
This is Europa too. The other, huh? No, you're gonna rolling?
Can I make a science check to know what the general conditions on this moon usually are?
Yes, you can do a general science check.
2 9s.
All right. You do know that Callisto has long been a place that people have been considering doing some major work on. It's one of the fourth largest of the moons of Jupiter. It has water. It has ice. It does have a atmosphere, but it's mostly made of sulfur in the sky. It's a lot of carbon dioxide and sulfur in the air outside. The temperature is very cold as a result of being kind of a cloudy overhang.
Okay.
We see Jupiter.
Not really.
Don't think you want to go outside there right now.
No, for the few hot.
Oh, you actually had a character question. Sorry. And the answer was no.
I do not believe you can. But it is a very cratered wasteland because it has it being one of the larger moons around Jupiter. It draws on a lot of satellites that impact it regularly.
Since
Can we breathe out there?
Not really. It's
Oh.
mostly sulfur and carbon dioxide. I'm gonna look through since I'm a little bit taller. Can I actually see what we're on?
You
this
see,
viewport?
give me
Chris-
a body perceive and search because you guys are kind of looking out a window and trying to angle yourselves to kind of see what's going on.
Well, this isn't that far away from anything, right? I mean, if we can get the transmitter running again, they ought to be able to find us.
11 and a 6.
All right, with your 11, you can see that you seem to be on kind of a cliff edge, and part of the nose is tipping down. You can also see through this that another half of the ship that should not be in that direction is in a different direction from you.
It
Oh,
really did take an
Half a ship.
um,
And
is it the
we're
good
leaning.
half?
Wait. Which half?
Basically, you guys were in the front portion of the ship, which is
Okay,
right now.
so
And that part is certainly tipping down to go downward. The other half, which is where mostly the civilian, residency portion for the cattle steerage section of the ship, is at a 90-degree angle from you right now through the viewport.
so it's already gone down.
It's already down and
Okay.
it's broken off, and there's occasionally sparks of light at the bottom.
how much
Um,
of a dip is this? Like,
It's a sizable dip. I'm trying to think of how, because this is a big ship.
Is there
It's,
something we can go for a ride?
it's probably like going to be like a 200-foot drop.
So it will definitely be a ride.
It'll be a ride.
She's gonna peek out through the window and be like, "Do your wings work?"
no.
Okay, because I thought maybe because you run faster and stuff.
She sort of gives her wings a little flap, and they are little.
Yeah,
Right.
and she nods in this understanding fashion and goes, "I know, it's
It's so lame.
lame."
You just look down at them and don't worry. When you get big like me, you might be able to use them. And
she goes. She makes a little snort and says, "When I get big like you, I'm going to be about the size of half this station and tear this place apart."
You're gonna be fat.
No, it's the champion.
What are you going on about? It's champion film.
Creak! Dip, 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 dip,
Oh,
dip.
okay, never mind. Did you guys find the transponder?
Yeah, someone dismantled part of it. We have to get to the front to get parts.
Wait, we're in the front.
The very front.
So the bit,
The front that's down.
Yeah, the front that's tilting down.
what if all of us go to the back of this part, and then only one of us goes to the front?
And then you all jump.
The small one. She points at Ty.
I'm pretty sure our weight ain't gonna make a lick of difference for that, in all truthful honesty.
You don't know.
How
Is
bad?
there an airlock nearby?
There is an airlock nearby. You do know the ship fairly well.
I'm gonna start trudging towards the airlock.
Oh, by the way, also this moon does have gravity. It's lesser gravity. But it is gravity.
Why are you going near the airlock? What are you doing?
Gotta
Oh my
go
God.
outside to get damn piece.
We can't breathe out there.
He's in a bubble.
Yeah, he is in a bubble.
We can't breathe out there.
We actually have this little issue where we sacrificed our spacesuits and also very important members of our crew to plug the hole.
Yeah.
Is it double? Does the ship have double airlocks?
Yeah, they have the double airlocks.
Oh no, I was
Man,
actually.
they'd be
yeah.
really fucking bad airlocks if they did it.
One door.
I don't know.
No.
They lacked life. They lacked enough escape pods. So who knows? They might skimp on the
Hey,
airlock.
they figured if things went bad enough that they needed to use the escape pods, everyone was gonna die anyway. And guess what? Mostly right.
Yeah, so far, correct.
Also, it did sound like most people managed to make it to the escape pods. It's just,
Yeah, it was the
You're
lesion
shut down.
part that was an issue.
Yeah,
And we didn't even try to get to the final escape pod.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's possible we might have succeeded.
yeah.
the final
To
escape
be
pod.
fair, out of 24
Oh, yeah.
chances so far,
Hey,
none had survived.
Computer, oh, you're useless. Where was that final escape pod?
Ty, give me a knowledge. I or a mind exert logic.
Yay! One of my favorite checks. Okay. Mind exert logic.
Alright, you got this. Alright, you do know, Ty, that there may still be, if it survived, in the docking bay, or the cargo bay as it were, a emergency vehicle. And possibly more emergency supplies for search and
I'm gonna
rescue.
stop on my way to the airlock and go. Or maybe the garage, maybe the cargo bay. Yeah, we could try the cargo bay.
Was the cargo
Emergency
bay on this part of the ship?
vehicles, Supplies.
Which half of the ship was the cargo bay on?
It is on this half of the ship. It is down a
I'm
level,
going
though.
to- I'm gonna start walking towards that.
So should we stay with him?
I don't know. He's going out in places that need spacesuits.
I'm going
Now
to
he's going
vote.
down.
I
Oh.
think we should follow with him. He knows the ship better than any of us do.
But
Do we
What about-
need to be concerned about the thing?
yeah,
Um,
what about the monster?
Judging by the size of it, I have a feeling we'll know when it's getting close.
Well, we
That's
can
the hole it
like
rips through the
set traps and put strings in front of doors and stuff.
It goes through walls.
We can put strings in front of walls.
She points
Really?
affirmatively.
At this point, you got two choices. You can either stay here and have it possibly find you, or stick with us, and
Ow.
there at least be more targets in between you and it.
Al.
Mhm.
Body perceived search.
Also, GM, what was the condition of the corpse that almost landed on me?
Yeah.
It looked like it was kind of chewed on.
0 hit points, Blackie.
It also likes to seem to eat dead things or living things that it makes
Alright.
dead.
Al, because you are closer to one wall right now, you can hear an almost definitive tapping in a vent near you.
There's something coming from. Then he just points to the vent. I think that vent sounds like a tapping noise.
I'm leveling the pistol. You're looking. Oh, let's start walking the way he did.
What if it's another survivor?
Yeah.
Then they will come out and we will help them. If it's angry and jumps out through a wall, that's a different story. I'd
Hello?
rather not do
There
that.
is no answer. There is a sound of a thud, and then it goes quiet.
That's usually not a good sound. Because there was a survival, it's probably dead now.
So, Mindy's just giving you that sort of look of, why would you tell me this?
I'm a little child.
I didn't want to know that. Hang on. I might be able to hear what it looks like.
That makes no sense.
No, it does make sense.
Alright, did you
know what?
bang?
I'm glad
did
you got the running.
Did you bang something?
No, she's gonna go over to where the wall is, where the sound was coming from, and in true, stupid horror movie fashion, slowly put her ear against it to see if
Okay.
she can hear any sound. From
There
the
is
other
a-
side.
Mindy's gonna smack the wall with a baton.
Okay. For that, that like whiting effect when you're like overloaded with light. That's basically you with sound for a brief moment, and then you can see like inside the vent for a second. You see kind of a retreating leg that's not quite right, and there's a box in the vent.
There's a box.
Yeah,
What?
there's a-
Like it left a drop?
There's like a box in the vent.
It left a drop.
What?
The plus
I-
side,
I don't know what's with
technically
a
probably
rainbow.
can see that too.
No, I put my ear against it because I'm braver than you. she,
Or
she-
crazier.
She pulls back like mop. That was the thing. It's the thing. I think it left something.
That's something?
Yeah, there's a box back there.
It left us a present.
I don't know that it was a. I mean, I didn't see. Did I see a body in there?
No, there's no body, just a box.
I mean, yeah, I think so. It left a box behind.
Is it gone?
Well, it went around the corner, and frankly, I'm kind of okay with that because the leg didn't look right.
His face
Kinda
doesn't look right
Peer
either.
into the vent, trying to see if we can see the box.
It is a colorfully wrapped box.
It left the present.
It's-
She says, looking mightily confused.
It has a
She-
tag
she-
on it.
She's gonna frown at you and be like, "What? Like it actually left a present, like a
It
wrapped
left the
present?
present.
That's dumb."
That's dumb.
How's
Gonna
the
pull this
vent
vent off.
on?
What are you doing?
Vent's
She's
coming
trying
off.
to pull the vent.
Alright, you open up the vent. You give me a body exert and athletics.
Okay.
Okay, she rips that off. But you rip this off in a way that it's like not gonna go back on easily.
Okay.
So rank.
Oh well, hang on. Oh,
Alright, there is a
Right,
That's
so
a
what is
present.
it
It's a
actually?
dumb monster. This is dumb. This entire crash is dumb, she says, as she's trying to go in for the hit.
well, do we really like? It's not actually what like it's actually a present.
There's actually
It's
a wrapped box in there.
Can I
Who's
pull it out?
for?
Yeah, pull it out.
Look!
Holy
What's
crap!
the
It actually
tag
left
say?
a present.
What's the tag say?
Senpai.
What's senpai?
What the crap is that?
Is Senpai a well-known standard thing at this?
No.
It might be all it's old human lore. You'd have to know old human
Okay,
lore.
so we wouldn't. Okay, I was just curious if this was something actually at modern times.
So basically it's gibberish to you guys.
Maybe
What
this
does
is
it
something
even
that
mean?
somebody left behind for like, a previous crew member or
Nah.
something.
I'm gonna open it.
Alright, inside is a very rare and expensive, well, not really rare, but a very expensive bottle of cog alcohol.
We call it cognac.
Cognac.
Oh God!
Alright, well,
The
good
maker
night,
of this game
everyone.
now.
It was nice.
They
Let me know
shrunk
if
this.
you ever decide to play another HSD game, Sam.
You're welcome.
I'm reaching down, and is it obvious this is a bottle of booze? Even
Yeah, this is
without being
obviously a
posted?
bottle of booze.
I'm gonna pick it up before the children get all of it easily.
Uh-huh.
But I opened that.
It's not
Well,
for young
technically it
ones.
was for
Well,
senpai.
Of
So
course it's not for us, because it would really not be good to drink.
I don't know, I always thought it was pretty,
Looking at him like we
It's
can
for a
deal with this
cog.
later. We'll give it to. I put it in my backpack for now.
Actually,
We'll
sweet.
figure out who it goes to later.
I have immunity.
Oh, right, that's true.
Anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I safely ingest that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, drink the motor oil. Good job.
It's one of the things on my list that I can get to. Iron stomach.
This is a matter if you can do it before Blackie takes it from you.
Alright, Ty.
Oh, I thought you
meanwhile,
were saying it was on your bucket list.
Ty, meanwhile, you ditched everybody and went down to the cargo hold like a champ, right?
Yep. People are crazy, and I don't think they're gonna help me live.
Alright, so
Not sure that was the best idea in the first place. Maybe I should have just gone down with the ship. Oh wait, that's what I
probably would've
did.
been
Maybe I
myself.
shouldn't have gone down with the ship.
Alright.
Probably would have been less trouble.
Alright, Ty, there's the occasional creaking and skittering noises as you enter into the cargo bay. Things seem to have been tossed about a bit, but most things were actually secured. You can see the rescue vehicle still standing on the far side of the bay.
I'm going to continue looking around with my flashlight because that's always a great idea.
It's a
in
big-
horror movie.
Dark room with lots of boxes and scary shadows. The ship creaks again.
Going to head toward the vehicle to inspect it.
Alright, it seems to be in working order. It has a cabin with like a little airlock going into it. It's actually one of those ones with tracks on it, almost like a little tank for going onto a surface.
Can it be the dune buggy that was from Star Trek Nemesis?
I don't even remember what that looked like. Let me look it up.
I was
Prepare to
just
be
going to
a-
reenact scenes from The Martian.
No, it is not going to be the Dune buggy from Star Trek. Well, because this is
The
an open
Argo
back.
buggy.
It has to have a little bit more
The
cover.
buggies. It should be the buggy from the Martian,
Moon.
like Dan said.
Okay.
I'll reenact Matt Damon scenes.
All right. It's
Great.
like all right. It looks like the
Matt
one
Damon.
from Star Trek Nemesis, but it has more covering to it, and it actually seals up properly because it's supposed to go where there's not atmosphere, possibly.
Oh, that would be an intelligent thing to put on a planetary rover.
Mm-hmm. So it's an intelligent planetary rover, not an unintelligent planetary rover, like what happened in Star Trek Nemesis.
Wait, the
And also-
planetary
But
rover.
as a
is
result of it, the
intelligent?
budget didn't allow for Worf to have a gun in the back.
No.
Now what is Worf to do?
I don't know.
Wait, can it be like the Mako? We could get the fuck off of this planet in an instant.
What, because it doesn't pay any attention to gravity? Just kind of
Yes.
launches upward?
Gravity, physics, or otherwise, it just doesn't want.
We're going on the wild ride, guys.
Okay, so
Oh,
you have
no,
you
it's
have
a
found
bump
this,
ride.
and you do know that there are other emergency supplies in the area.
I'm going to try and find them and load them into the vehicle.
All right, cool.
I want all my eggs in the same basket.
You are pushing this horror movie, safety net as far as you possibly can. Not only have I found the ship alone and have explored it alone, I'm now going to load it alone.
You remember when they tried to take off in the drop ship in Aliens? You're going to be sitting in the cockpit, you're going to hear a door open behind you, and you're like, oh, you guys have arrived finally. And then you're going to die.
All right, so he's busy doing that. People in the corridor that just got alcohol out of a present box. What are you doing?
Cognac.
Getting really
Cognac.
angry and confused by this turn of events.
Just go find the beaver.
I have officially decided that it must have been left there first from some previous crew member for another one, because that is the only leap of logic that I can, possibly do. Maybe it
If
was
I
an
read the
anniversary
legal blog, it's just a dumb monster. This is a stupid crash.
gift.
Hey, him had a head wound, okay? Head wound. Maybe
Gonna follow
eating
the
people with head
bat.
wounds.
Follow the bat while like looking over the box still.
Okay, and as you guys make your way down, you hear the skittering and the creaking noises. Eventually, you guys somehow manage to find your way to the cargo area, where you can see on the far end Ty carefully grabbing boxes that he is hefting to try to get him into the little vehicle in there. Ty, give me a body perceive search.
Okay, body perceives search.
Tiny box on the hills.
I'm giving this to you first before I open it up to anybody else.
A 9 and a 3.
Okay. I'm going to open it up to everybody else, but Ty, I'm going to describe what you see looming above you as you look up. As you're hefting a box, and you kind of like, it's sweaty, you're hot, you've been hot packing stuff. You look over, and Alice is going to see this, or
Two 12s.
Mindy's going to see this definitely too. There's a chitinous form with multiple limbs reaching down from the ceiling towards Ty. A long, disturbing, pointed tongue, hungrily as it
5.
reaches towards the small beaver micro.
I should probably check, seeing as how I have a firearm. That's might be important for me.
Yep.
Let's be like, I'll let them handle it. Oh wait.
Yeah.
I've got the ranged weapon. Search is 3.
Hey,
Oh,
you don't see
a 9.
Oh yeah, you got a 9. Okay,
I got a 9.
so 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Okay, everybody
I
made a
got
9.
11.
Yeah, everybody made at least a
11.
9. All right,
Yep.
those of you that made an 11, how many of you are there?
Ooh,
made
I got
11.
12.
I got
Twice.
11.
I got an 11 and a 12.
Alright, those of you who have an 11, there are 2 more forms up in the ceiling next to that one. Each of them have the chitinous bodies and the multiple sets of eyes. They're all very affixed on Ty as the one is moving
Limbs
forward.
they have.
They have a total of 6.
So space crabs.
Well, they have
Crabs
and they
have-
have a tail, basically. So they have that. So I guess you count that
Space
as 11.
scorpions.
Crab people.
But they are
Space-
very humanoid in shape, but
Oh.
multiple limbs, chitinous body, multiple eyes.
How many of these limbs are legs?
2.
2. The one set is legs. The rest are arms.
Okay.
But they are various different colors of glistening. Ty, you can see one of them as you look directly up. Its tongue dripping saliva at you as it seems ready to pounce.
I can't actually reach the pitch of the scream.
I will likely scream and probably shoot at it because I've got this here gun thing that I've been allowed to carry. It's all right.
I'm just going to try to melt into the floor. I think that works.
Maybe if I go lower, it can't reach me.
Alright.
Okay. So indicatives.
We are gonna do
You run,
indicatives.
Shorty.
I am. Where am I heading?
We'll just be lazy. We're just gonna use this because I'm lazy. If it even lets me put it in there. Here we go. Let's use that. Yeah.
So D10 plus readiness.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, not bad.
Oh,
Oh. Oh yeah, didn't all of you guys tank your readiness scores but me?
pretty much.
Nope. That's why I don't have a huge movement. Because I actually did have one. I'm just forgetting that I didn't move all my macros over yet. And I...
Alright, Cindy has a 12, is that right?
Yep.
And
So,
Toy,
readiness plus D10.
Ty, I'm going to let you do your crouch down because that'll be basically what you got from me letting you have a thing.
Yeah.
Did I actually... Wow, actually, I did not only just not tank it, I did really good on mine.
Alright, I think I have everybody. Yeah, let's get everybody.
Mine should have auto-filled in, yeah.
Okay.
Because I, again, make way too many macros.
Alright, round 1.
Fight.
Hector, you got a 14. There's one leering down, 2 others climbing up alongside the one.
Okay, so now I get to actually learn exactly how the new combat works, because
It's pretty similar to the one we did before. From our
is it
last
still
test
based
game.
on the weapon? dictate-
No, the dice that you use is the highest of your mind for ranged and the highest of your body for close combat.
Okay,
it's
so
probably
2 dice.
Yeah.
So, and there's no modifier, there's no bonuses, it's just...
Right.
And there's a dog in the background. Okay, so...
Sorry, I have to
Pistol.
Go give me a moment.
Poof. Pair of 9s.
Alright, pair of 9s
So
and
D10.
D10.
If those, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
10.
Oh, damn.
Ow!
Apparently somebody's a good shot.
Nice.
Which is I actually have to scroll because I wasn't quite down far enough on that. So I don't actually know what I have a base handgun, and that goes too far because I went into the rifles. Base handgun, a 10 is 30 damage.
Solid
Nice! Right there. Okay. And that's on the one with the tongue out, right?
That was the one that was closest to him.
Alright.
Also,
The one that was...
I know we're not on the board, but can we have like an approximate distance from where we are from them?
I am going to say you are probably about 35 feet. Except for Ty, of course, who's like,
What is that in movement hexes?
that's 7?
It's 3 feet to a hex.
Or I thought it was, oh, is it 3? I thought it was 5 feet to a heck.
Hang on, let me check.
Why do you use odd numbers on me? I guess 5 is still odd, but yeah.
Because it was supposed to be a meter, but I don't know if I went to 5 or not. I think it was 3.
Well, if so, I will adjust it to 30. Yeah. That's 10 squares. And that's more than enough.
Here we go. Should be in combat. Looks great. 3 feet.
Okay, yeah, so I'll modern that down to 30 feet away. Okay, so that's 10 squares.
Oh, dang! It should have actually.
Okay.
It's basically
This
going
base-
to be 20 over and then 10 up, probably.
Okay.
Oh, I should have done the other thing. Pistols are standard handgun is precise and lightweight. I should have actually just taken
Alright.
the D12 eagle.
Alright, are you taking a additional shot or are you moving?
Is it still the you can shoot
how it
twice
was.
move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same as it was.
I am going to actually take a second shot because I'm going to hold my reaction to run the ass away.
That's a good plan.
So,
Running away is not a bad plan.
can you
You're-
mix
you're
precise
likely
and not
to be
precise during a round? Or just
You can only make a single precise shot. So yeah.
okay. So, but I could do a precise shot now if I wanted, since I did
Yeah,
not.
you didn't
Yes.
do it, so yeah, you could do it now.
Okay, and it's lightweight, so that actually means I roll a d12, but a single d12,
Mhm.
and add dex.
Because I believe now only the actual proper sniper rifles could do 2 precisions, right?
Yeah.
Alright, do it.
I'm trying to. I think I have a point in dex, so I was just making sure before I rolled badly.
Alright.
God,
Thank
Bucky.
you. You're fine.
Oh, badly.
So, what is that roll?
It's a hit. Yeah.
D8. Unless you've got the feats. So that's.
Yeah, I don't have the feats,
Yeah.
so
So D8.
okay. So it's actually better to do the other one. for
Now,
me.
actually, if I
Well,
remember right,
if you roll high on this, you'll kick up into higher damage values. But
Yeah. Nope.
yeah, you just didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in some ways, it's I might as well. It's kind
There are
of
pros and cons to both, so.
Yeah. And I need to scroll a little bit
Now,
further down.
this-
A 5
it's not considered a
on-
crit unless he crits on the damage roll, right?
Correct.
Correct. Standard handgun. A 5 is 6 damage, so it is taking.
Now, did he technically crit on the D10?
No,
no,
because
it's
it had
just
to go
30
up to the
damage.
thing on it.
Okay, okay.
Although
Yeah.
was this thing is it covered at all, or is it kind of like a clear shot to
It's
it?
kind of a clear shot, yeah.
Because if it's in
It's just
open
hanging in
ground,
the air.
it's +1 on the damage.
Yeah, so it's plus 1 on
So
the
it'd be
damage.
full.
Oh,
40 damage is
so
dead.
on both of
Yeah.
those, then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
we
40,
got it out in the open.
and the other one's still a 6, so 46 damage.
Okay, so the
Between the 6 on the last shot, 40 on the first shot.
okay, because I wanted to know if it was 46 on that last shot, and I was trying to figure out how
No,
5
no,
was
I would
gonna do
be
that. Okay.
Be amazing.
The first one.
All
was
right, it
59.
is. You score some amazing hits on it, and you actually like blow its tongue off.
That's harsh.
It's harsh on that thing.
My
May have
dad
made
taught me how to
it
shoot.
killed. Okay, Ty and Cindy, you guys are tied for who gets to go first.
Ah.
Who's going
You
first?
just need to go first, Cindy.
I'm going to be screaming at the same time that I'm shooting because this gun thing is going off after me. And while I do have many a great year of competitive shooter gamer VR training behind me, surely this is a little bit different because my HUD isn't showing up, which I'm not used to.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, I can have that been there.
You're not quite comfortable doing 360 no shots yet in real life.
Yeah, I haven't quite figured that out. Yeah, clearly don't quite have that one going for me right now.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Bam,
mess.
bam. Before she even realizes she's missed that, she fires again.
Ooh,
Oh, a hit.
yeah, hit.
And hit, yay.
How much damage?
Probably not much. Four on the pistol
Yeah.
shot.
And
Oh no, 5 on
5.
pistol shot. If it's
It's
still
still
open,
six.
yeah.
Still in the open, yeah. Still in the open.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
6.
So 6
6 damage.
damage.
Okay, so 6.
At which point she will promptly fumble the gun and barely hold on to it because what the fuck? They jump. I'm not supposed to get aim jitter after 4 shots. That only happens when you hold the trigger down.
All right, Ty. People are shooting right over your head. Blood and ichor and whatever the heck comes out of these creatures just dripping onto you. It is shrieking above you angrily. Its claws lashing out at air. It's not actually attacking yet.
That's why I wanted to check for extra different ammos.
Lashing out in my direction, or
Lashing out like it's getting
direction?
shot in the direction it's being shot, like kind of like defensively.
Okay. I'm going to
It has a very mindless
stay
behavior to it.
as close to the ground as possible. Sneak under the vehicle.
Okay, so you're gonna take cover under the vehicle.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a sneak roll or stealth roll.
All right. I realized I actually simplify twice
Oh my. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
even twice as better.
because
So you're slipping into cover. But give me a stealth
Yeah.
roll because you're gonna be in the open, but then you're gonna be going into cover.
So that's a body exert. Okay, so that's jeez. Window went into French.
Sacre bleu.
Yeah. Yeah. Now.
Yeah. They can kind of obviously see your little fat beaver tail sliding underneath there.
Even with all the bonuses in the world, he can't beat a 3.
Tungy is gonna look around and GTFO. He lets out a sudden surprise shriek, and him and his two buddies withdraw up the vent as far as they can, which is probably 10 hexes. Or they basically run along the ceiling and go up the vent.
Yeah, that's an action. We can back off. I'm going to use my reaction to duck.
Which you guys can use your reaction as they start to move. I think can people who haven't acted this round use a reaction?
Nope.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. Well, they are.
I'm gonna. Looking doesn't take anything. I'm going to look up and take cover that isn't underneath vents.
Good plan.
I'm not going to think that far ahead. In fact, I might even jump behind. No, I can't jump behind Mindy. That's like jumping behind me and not actually protecting anything at that point.
Jump behind Al.
Yeah, that's right. Because I fired, so I can't use combat fly because arms are hands, arms are wings.
Arms are wings, hands are arms. Okay, so
Yeah.
they start fleeing out of the way. It's like you horribly injured one of them right off the bat, and they scare easily because they're mindless. They're like, shit, they blew your tongue off, buddy. That poor one's gonna go starve to death somewhere.
From Buggy there.
Like, shit. So yeah, they are in flee mode. If you guys decide to pursue, I can continue rounds. Otherwise, they are withdrawing.
How are they?
I don't think I'm going to chase it.
No.
I prefer to not chasing the thing that could possibly kill me.
I'm pretty sure I might be the only one who easily can, since they're up above in the vents.
Yeah, they're going up. They're climbing up
Excellent.
along the vents.
And
You can hear you can hear them digging into the metal as they go.
I don't plan on trying to fly up there because I'm not going alone. I don't trust that. Quick out of character, we were kind of ransacked the armory. I'm going to think about this now that we know there's something that's actually trying to get to us. Was there anything other than standard ammunition in there?
No.
Okay, but there was extra ammunition if we need to go back.
Yes, there was extra ammunition. If you
Okay.
go back. But there was
I
not
actually
extra better than standard because
Okay.
the stuff on there was kind of show blow for the mercs that
Okay.
are defending the ship, and
Yeah, I figured.
the officers had their own stashes, which would be in their own quarters.
Yep.
Which is
I
where
see.
the really
we got
good.
stuff because we paid for it.
Basically,
Well,
the good loot
Yeah.
is on the other half of the ship.
Yeah. I had handgun head up,
Currently
so I
dangling
figured I'd
over the
ask.
Oh, down at the
Never
bottom of the
know.
ravine.
Which, if we actually get out there, might be possible to get to. But
Yes.
okay, holstering the handgun, and how vented is this area?
What do you mean?
Is there lots of vents up in the ceiling?
There's a couple here and there.
Okay.
I shot something. I shot like
it's
an
a- it's-
actual something.
It's like
Are we
probably
out of
like six
combat or
total-
in
You're out of
combat?
combat right now because I asked if
Okay.
everybody was going to do a thing, and
I just wanted to make
so
sure.
we're
I'm
dropping
gonna
out of combat.
I'm going to pick my way through, avoiding the vents.
Mhm.
Especially since I don't know if these kids should see the fact that I was the one that shot off a tongue.
Mhm.
But not risking
I
that.
believe if you check the video records, you will find that I am the one who shot off the tongue.
I believe if you check the video records, it was actually Blackie that shot off the tongue.
No, I'm fairly certain that as the story goes, it was Cindy who shot off the tongue.
Mindy
Uh,
is
well, you know, it all
swinging a
happened so
baton in the
fast.
air.
Don't hit yourself with that, young lady.
No, if they come to me, I'm gonna hit them. I'm gonna hit them. What are
Don't
they?
hit yourself. What were they? Ugly.
That's a dumb answer.
If you think
Gee.
about it in kind of an abstract sense, I thought it was kind of pretty.
Drooling slime.
Gary.
They're monsters.
Well, anyway, are they gone now?
For now. I don't.
She's gonna give a little giggle. Shot a monster.
Those don't look like they can leave presents.
Yeah, what's up with that, by the way?
Did those look like those
See,
legs?
that's what I was
that-
telling you. I don't think it actually. Yeah, it looked like that, but I don't think. I mean, did it look like that, Sam?
Did the legs
The
look like
legs
the
that I saw
themselves
was
have?
on.
Oh, it looks kind of like this in the face.
No,
Yeah,
the
but
thing
did it
that's.
look like-
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
that,
This
wasn't
the
it?
body shape matches what you saw. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like that, but I don't know if it actually left the box. I think the box was probably there. It's probably somebody's like anniversary present or something.
Oh, the player has clued into what's going on, but
The character has
Okay.
not,
no fucking clue.
which is fine. That's the way it should be.
I'm gonna pick my way over to the beaver, who I still don't know the name of.
I'm trying to remember why that thing's familiar.
You'll figure it out eventually.
Is the beaver still hiding?
Yep.
Ty?
I don't think he's told us her name yet.
Oh,
I
no.
have not. No.
He's
Okay.
not.
Beaver?
It's gone. They're gone for now. You can come back
Crash?
out.
Going to start
Crash.
crawling further under the vehicle to the other side of it.
Crash.
So you're gonna tell us your name now?
To get him.
I don't think you got him. Didn't seem to get that close.
Jordy, can you please come out from under there?
Crash!
Crash.
I'm gonna start loading up the vehicle.
Hey, there's all this stuff piled up nearby. It's like somebody was trying to leave.
Pop my
What
head
type-
out from the back
What type of
and then
stuff
put
is,
whatever I was loading.
what type of stuff is in is this emergency supplies anyways?
The emergency supplies have like MREs, rations, water, or air bottles, containers like that. Emergency, really, really crappy like skin suits for being out in weird atmosphere. Just basically like rescue ones to throw people into.
Every time I
So,
hear MRE, all I could think of is Tremors 2.
so having the bottles will deal with the lack of oxygen here.
For a
The
short
armor
term.
will not keep us warm though, for anything.
The vehicle itself does have, kind of a safe area in it.
Okay, so we could use that to go someplace.
Could use it to go a place.
Is it large
Like
enough
down?
for everybody?
It is large enough for everybody.
It's like 3 people don't
Yeah.
take up so much space.
I know you said this is the buggy for Star Trek, but I can't help but picture it as the moon buggy from Moon.
Which
Yeah.
one? What does that one look
Alpha?
like?
Base Alpha.
No, Moon. It's Sam
That might be
Rockwell.
better.
Sam Rockwell.
We'll need a link of this to know entirely what it looks like.
Copy.
Pasta.
Paste. Where the fuck is it?
Pasta.
Oh fuck it, I'm just pasting it into the HSD chat.
Let's see what we have. Yeah, actually, it looks a lot more like that.
Fair enough.
That seems
I
much more.
suppose that is a far more practical exploration vehicle than whatever that crap that thing from Nemesis was.
I have to step AFK.
Alright, step it. Does everybody need a quick potty break before we continue?
I suppose we may as well just take a generalized break.
Alright, we'll just
I'll
take
go
a
grab a
generalized potty break. Let me find the intermission music to play for everybody in stream, because I know they love
That
that.
it's got an airlock, it's got tires
I
that
know,
can
look
go
at that.
over rocks.
Yeah.
There's a sealed cabin, observation dome.
That's the thing I've been picturing.
Oh, it's very similar to the.
That one's a lot
looks whole
smaller, though.
like it.
Yeah, Martian rovers really designed
A
for
two-person
at most
vehicle.
2 people.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a bathroom break as well, so I'm turning on the intermission
BRB.
music. Back.
Oh, I don't get the intermission music. Luckily, I do know the Monty Python intermission music off by heart.
Yes, luckily. Poor beaver.
Alright, I can turn that off now, before people hate me further than they already do.
No, I didn't get to hear it.
Oh, I know. I turned it on in the other thing and started turning it into the thing. What is this? Is this another one? Yeah, that's a cool looking one too. I like that one.
So we haven't managed to derail it too hard just yet.
Yeah, we're doing okay, I guess. For now. If only for now. If only for now. Just waiting for everybody to get back from their bathrooms. And the breaking of those bathrooms.
Hopefully not breaking the bathrooms.
Bathrooms can be broken. I believe you broke a toilet.
Not using it.
Just saying.
Specifically
Can
abusing
happen.
it.
Yeah.
Welcome
There's
back.
another one.
Hi.
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 How are you doing?
Delicious.
Delicious candy.
Delicious Winnie.
Mm-hmm.
Bad hit.
That's a screaming Mindy was doing as we were crashing the fucking hysterical screaming.
We're dying! Okay, so I think I'm just missing Kronos.
I don't think Kronos left, yeah.
Okay, so robot roll call.
Cambo.
I'm
Oh,
not a
dear.
robot.
We're not. It's never worked. I'm not going to try.
Boop boop shoop.
I am not a number.
Didn't say you were a number, so do a robot.
Do
Why do
the
you think our
robot.
robots are numbers?
Alright. 011100001.
2 hours later.
2 hours.
2.
What world do you live in?
I was just doing the initials.
Oh.
Okay, I'm ready to resume.
Alright. So the skittering of these creatures running away briefly fills your ears. And it is quiet and mostly dark.
Can I get in the truck?
I don't know. Will they let
I
you
would
in the
like to not
truck?
be out where I am.
No, she's asking them, can I get in the truck?
Get in the truck.
Yeah, we need to figure out where we're going with it.
Anywhere but outside here with the monsters would be grand.
How long will this thing keep us alive outside? I figure I have to make a check, so.
Oh, we have to
Logic,
check.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
12 and a 12.
If you can get the solar panels going and the little devices that work properly on there, you could probably support you guys for the next 36 hours.
I'm gonna look at. Did we ever get a name for the beaver? Or is she still?
He's still
Nice.
anonymous.
No.
Hey, you know how to get this thing up and running?
It should be up and running already.
Are the panels working? GM?
Are you asking? Okay.
Yeah, the panels are working.
Okay, so you said if we could get stuff up and working, so I thought that meant it wasn't up.
Well, it is a cloudy, dreary place outside.
But
so-
this thing's actually working properly.
It is
right now.
working properly. It is fully functional.
Okay. I see. I missed that was fully functional. So.
This is a fully functional space beaver.
Okay. I don't know about that one.
I think it's a fully functional space beaver, and that's what you need to know.
Okay, well, shall we go out and see what we can find?
What are we going out there to look for?
There is food and stuff on the other ship.
But that's down in the crater.
Well, yeah, but we don't have anything up here
Can this drive down the
other
crater?
than monsters. Well, maybe there aren't any monsters in the other ship.
Can this drive down the crater?
It might be able to drive down the crater.
Do we have spacesuits?
Well, I had a spacesuit.
If I remember right, out of character, you said that with this, as long as we're inside this, we don't need to worry about that.
But there's the whole getting in and out of this thing in case the other ship, doesn't have a working airlock, or this breaks down halfway down the crater.
They have spacesuits.
Who has spacesuits?
Technically, we can
I-
swap into them.
Yeah,
I
I
want a
think those two
spacesuit.
did. You do. I'm the one who used my spacesuit. You shoved your doll in the hole.
But they only found 3 spacesuits.
Yeah, but there's more in this thing.
There's more in this thing?
Yeah, but they're not as good of ones.
Those aren't spacesuits.
Those are
Well, it's a suit you can wear in space for now.
Maybe there's spacesuits elsewhere on this ship. We could search the rest of this ship before we go. We did
And
scare
have
them off
those
easy.
3 come back. If
Just
I
get
hit
them
him,
off
if we hit
easy.
him like that,
Are you guys gonna stick around? Are you gonna go see what you can find?
What if there are other people still on here?
I'm pretty sure with what they did, everything's dead here.
We're not. No.
It's because I shot one of their tongues off.
Maybe they could have shot us as well.
Have you heard a gunshot?
No.
This would have been a good time for her to accidentally shoot the gun.
Ow! My
It's
foot!
actually
My foot!
really, really half tempting to fire. Just repeat how loud this is.
Mhm.
You would have heard a gunshot in here.
What if they were hitting?
Hmm?
What if they were just hit them? She waves the baton again.
Well, I guess we could, no. I was going to say split up, but that always ends bad.
No, we don't want to split up, but I mean, I'm scared, but I wouldn't want other people to be scared alone.
We haven't heard any indication of other people, though. And we saw those
We
people that
haven't
were in
really-
engineering.
We haven't really looked.
Didn't we go all the way down through engineering?
You went down to engineering.
That's like 2 decks. How many decks is this ship, and how long are the
Well,
corridors?
pretty.
seems legit.
It's probably about 5 decks. So yeah.
Well, she'll look over toward the adult folks and be like, should we be looking for people?
Best to rely on survival. Focus on communication.
Is that a yes or a no?
That is a get to the front and get the stuff to repair the beacon.
So we're staying in this ship anyway?
No, the front was the thing that fell down.
Yeah, the front was where the
on
passenger
the-
section with all the.
Oh, I thought you said we were in
Yeah,
the
you
front
said
part.
we were on the front.
No, well, you guys are. Well, you guys are. No, all right. What is? All right, so you guys are talking like front, back, whatever. The front of the ship is where the bridges, the engineering, and stuff like that. All the main components. That front part is currently leaning to fall down to the crevasse.
Yeah, that's the part we're
The other,
that's the part
back,
we're in.
the back half is in front of the ship right now, at the bottom of the crevasse.
Yes.
Which is why it's causing issues.
We're still going to call it the front, the back of the ship.
Yeah.
It was the back of the ship.
Yeah, the back of the ship's down the
What?
hole.
What part has the communication beacon?
the part we're in.
The part you're in. It's on.
Okay.
It's on the front of the ship outside.
So, okay, so we just need to go outside to get to the beacon.
Yeah.
We're not going outside to get to the other part of the ship.
Okay, well, I mean,
Fast enough.
if we get help, then we're getting help for everybody. It seems like we might as well do that first, right? Because if we all just kind of die down here, then nobody's really getting out. And there's no point in saving anybody when we don't have anybody to save them for.
He looks a little mistrusting of that logic, but isn't sure how to refute that.
I'm just saying, if there isn't rescue coming, we haven't really helped anybody yet.
Yeah, and that
But
thing
what
is
if they
not.
die because they're on their own?
Hmm.
I don't know.
I'm gonna try logic to see how likely it is that anybody else is actually still alive.
Oh, as a player, I don't think anybody's alive.
I know, but as a character,
As a
I
hopeful
wanna
child,
know what
though,
he
she might believe
suggests.
there is.
Yeah, and I want to know how my character views the situation. Hmm. Unlikely anyone else alive. We should probably go.
Does the machine thingy have any kind of like life detection?
It has a very limited one for, that little bit of area in front of you.
Might there be like a search and rescue system or anything in there that might indicate if
Yeah,
anybody was
it's
around?
one of those little handheld ones, like, you can get.
Yeah.
Little tiny ones.
Is there one in there?
Yeah, there's a sweeper.
All right. So she's. I mean, we're not inside yet, but like she's gonna say, let's look in there and see, because if this thing is supposed to be for exploring, it probably has some means of finding out if there's anything outside of it.
Good point. Gonna go through the stuff and see what we got. If there's a sweeper on there.
There is a handheld sweeper. Two handheld sweepers, actually, in the devices. In there.
Oh, we got these. Show the two.
Well, I don't know how they work.
Turn
I
them
might
on.
actually know how they work.
We'd be better disassembling them and using the parts later.
But surely we should keep one, because it could show us where the monsters are. It could warn us if they're coming.
Let's just see what it does. And she'll turn it on.
There's blips.
How many blips?
At
Lots of
least
blips.
one.
Ha!
Oh God,
No,
they're all
at least-
over. They're right
least
next to us.
two.
They're right. Oh, wait a minute. She's
Funny 'cause
gonna
we
have
did.
this moment of panic and be like, "Oh, hang on, I think it's us." Okay,
Point it-
you just
point it
tap
that
this
way.
thing. There you go. All right, I'm gonna go over here. She's gonna point it at the ceiling thing where they disappeared through.
Alright. You point it there, and you see at least two blips moving at a long distance out from there.
Okay, I think they're still leaving. Like, if that's them, is there anything else out in that direction?
Nothing in that direction. So nothing in the up in that way.
Can I like pan around a little bit and see if anything else pops up?
Yeah. Do a search with perceive, I guess. Would that be body perceive still? Probably.
It's operate to use the machine.
Oh yeah, well let's use
but,
operate
yeah.
then.
Operate is.
Oh, I have a question on the function of toggle communication. Do they need to be doing like mobile phones? Do they need a satellite uplink and such, or do a?
Yeah, they don't have a point-to-point thing. Otherwise,
Okay.
the corpse wouldn't be able to listen to you.
Okie dokie.
So I got a 10.
We got a 10? Okay, you
Mhm.
see a total of beyond your 5, another 8 blips, some moving more rapidly than others through the different parts of the ship.
Okay. Well, we can confirm that there are, in fact, other moving things. Which I don't really know how good that is.
How many?
We saw there's 4. No, wait. No, my math's wrong. There's 5. No, I mean the other were 3. That's right. That's how many we saw, right?
We saw 3 monsters. How many?
Okay.
How many blips?
You said there were 8 total, including our 5, right?
No, there's 8
Oh, there's
beyond
eight
your
instead.
5, so there
Beyond
are...
our 5.
Yes, so there's
8?
13.
8.
There's
Surely
13
not all
total
of those
blips.
are monsters, right? Right?
Well, that's kind of the hard part, because we're not going to be able to find out unless we go find them all individually, some of which may be monsters.
Which direction are they?
She kind of points out. I mean, they don't seem to be here near us, which is kind of a nice thing. Okay. So what if we find the PA system, right? Then we can tell all the survivors to meet in one place, which, probably the monsters don't really understand what the words mean, right? Because they didn't really seem to be saying anything. So we'll just tell all the survivors to go to one area, and then we can meet them there.
Yeah, that's a good idea, right?
And I don't think my PPC will power the entire speaker system here.
He has them.
Is there a
Internal ship
bullhorn on the?
communications are likely destroyed or severely damaged
Well,
due to.
She'll point over
Some
at the
of the
rover and
lights
be
still
like,
work.
Is there a big horn on that, or?
Right, there are lights or someplace.
I haven't described any lights working.
Oh, well, I just figured he
Yeah.
told us we were going down into darkness and such.
Yeah, no, it's like more dark because you're getting that ambient light from the outside, from the windows.
Okay.
It's the deeper darkness alley.
There's a deeper darkness alley.
Within our hearts.
How
It is the
many?
pitches of blacks.
How many dots are in the direction of where those things went?
All of them. In order to get the range, I had to extend it in all directions.
In the direction
so-
that they went, I believe that right now Cindy is only seeing 2 dots.
Okay, so all the other dots are in the ship, the part of the ship we want to go through.
Yeah.
If you want to go through you want to go through it.
So one of those dots is one of the critters we found.
At
Alrighty.
least one of them.
At least.
So that half of the ship is empty, other than those 2 things.
Mhm.
The other part of the ship has dots that we don't know.
Basically, it's directly up and to the right. Has 2 dots.
Can we actually tell elevation-y type stuff with the sweeper?
It doesn't
Or is
give
it
it
just-
doesn't give exact. It just
Well, I meant
It's
like,
based on the fact she's pointing that way. She's getting the lip showing up, so
Yeah.
she's pointing up.
if we're trying to actually find what they are, we actually have to go to each one.
How spread out are they?
some of them are moving quite quick, so they're not actually staying spread out.
Quicker than what your average vector would be able to move.
It's hard to tell with the sweeper since it doesn't really do distance. It's just the dots are dancing around.
That's right.
So every once in a while, the dot's in a different position on the sweeper.
We need to get the communication up and running, or otherwise there's nobody coming to save anybody.
Well, how long could that take?
How
As
far are we from the
long as
nearest?
it's not horribly damaged, we could get a signal out fairly quickly.
If it is horribly damaged.
And I guess nobody's getting saved anyway.
Then we'd have to figure out something else to do to fix it.
We learned to live on much.
So we're gonna go fix it first.
So, out of character, I rolled decent science. Is there actually any population, really? Any like permanent settlements on this moon?
There have been lots of failed ventures that were trying to fund terraforming this planet, but to your knowledge, nobody has ever officially terraformed or set up any settlements on it.
There's no permanent places here to live. So,
None that
either
you
have to
know
get-
of as, as a publicly thing. Cause what was your role again?
Good question. It's actually a really good question for the problem comes in. Because there's lots of rolls. So I'll just roll like a new one.
Okay.
Double check to make sure I'm rolling the right ones too. Science is a D10.
It would be a community perceive, honestly, at this point.
A community on this one. Okay.
Yeah, because you have to know about something that's being done.
I think Perceive's actually the one I actually have 2 dice in. Community Perceive and still Science at this point.
I'll let you do science, yeah.
Okay. So,
It'd probably be logic or something, but I'll do community on this.
oh, I can do logic.
Yeah, do
Not a
logic.
problem. I'll take the logic because it's actually better dice.
Nice.
That didn't actually roll properly. There should have been a +2 to each of those. So it should have been 2 12s, 11s.
Huh?
2 11s.
Well,
It didn't add the +2 to each one.
But it rolled a net
Oh,
12.
never mind. It didn't scroll down for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, you actually know that there have been 4 failed ventures on this planet that have not gone through. Each one set up a small building and didn't get very far. The most recent one happened within the last 5 months. The company that was setting up to do it was getting a science grant that fell through. They are. What?
Yes, getting echoes through somebody, it's making it hard
Yeah.
to.
I want to say it's Blackie because
I can hear it.
Keeps getting
Yeah,
highlighted,
it's Ev.
but-
No, Blackie's permanently highlighted. Ev is the one that's dropping in and out.
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't know why that suddenly popped up.
It popped up right after the break. I noticed we were starting to get it.
I was hearing it even before then, but
All right. Anyway, actually, am I still hearing it? Okay.
Nope.
No, it's gone now.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So, Blackie, basically, what you do know is the one that happened within the last 5 months. The company went bankrupt. They lost their grant from the Science Academy of ASR. We'll say it's that. They have been pulling out their resources, but they had a manned station on one of the continents and had started doing brief terraforming when something went wrong and they decided to pull out.
Okay. And I'm guessing publicly nobody knows what went wrong.
Yep.
Okay. 5 months ago, there was a group from ASR trying to terraform here, but they pulled out. I don't know if there's even anyone left on it, so if we don't repair that, we're kind of stuck. And
Yeah, but they probably had communication if any of their equipment's around.
yeah, but the other problem being right now is we don't know where we are. And I don't know about you, I've never been here.
So we gotta fix the thing.
Fix it or find something that lets us navigate this place. Either way.
Let's try to fix it first. I don't really want to rescue people only to tell them they're going to die alone somewhere else.
Indeed,
If we-
gives a sort of disappointed nod.
I looked down, Mindy. If we come across, if we get close to something, we'll see what we have. But
But we're going outside, aren't we?
Just for a little bit.
and we'll see if we can even get to it from the outside. We don't know what the conditions exactly are out there, but
Okay.
it's a better chance. So
She's going to sit in a chair and buckle herself in.
All right. As you guys buckle up into the vehicle, who's driving?
does anyone know how to operate these things?
small hand goes up.
Bigger hand
put a-
goes up.
I vote for the one with the bigger hand.
Monkey knife fight.
Racist.
Except for monkeys aren't a known thing, so actually this isn't racist.
No, that was just me.
Oh, okay.
This is I vote for the bigger hand. Okay. So alright.
I basically pointed them, go, whichever one of you can drive better, can't drive these guys.
They both probably assume they drive better than the other.
Alden's
That's
actually
right, so
I
they
kind
can
use
of-
my
say-
turn
Give him a-
signals and everything.
Alden's just gonna give a one thing. You probably drive better than I do. Most of mine's getaways.
This might be a getaway situation.
No, this is a get into situation.
There
Don't you
is
have an
also the
operational
fact
negative
that
as a micro?
I don't remember an operational negative being mentioned.
It might not. It might just be the lateral one.
Yeah, it's just
That
that little.
was athletic negative.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So the
I'm
micro
putting a
is
box
on the
up
seat.
so he can reach the everything.
Okay.
Does he have a
He
push
doesn't.
frame?
He engages the handicap feature for micros, which allows him to drive without hitting the pedals. I'm sure
One
that-
speed.
Yep.
Oh,
Sure they have
I was
those in these.
just going to use the twins.
I'm just waiting for like he gets in there. There's a little toggle for like driving in micro mode. He switches it. Nothing happens, but a little hatch opens up with a tiny violin that starts playing.
I like actually his idea though. I like
That's
his
neat.
idea more. The twins get to use listen to him do the pedals. Except for I don't know if I trust them.
No, see what he does is he puts one foot on each of their backs and he depresses them.
No,
Kick him in the back of the
Sam's
head.
not actually, yeah, doesn't mean that I press against them. I just depress them, so I tell one really sad thing. And
Oh.
You tell them stories of you two.
All right.
oh, you
Oh,
as well.
you as
It
well.
could be worse. Could be Nickelback.
All right. As you guys start to pull out of the cargo thing, the cargo doors open and air suddenly starts to escape. It actually kind of whips the vehicle a little bit. In the area behind you, you can hear clattering even within your things, and as you look back, rows of eyes are looking at you as more of those creatures are poking their heads out of the vents behind you in the cargo area as the vehicle creeps its way out.
Can somebody who's not hiding their head under a blanket they wish they had count how many there are?
I will count.
There are 6 visible.
6 sets, right? Not 6 eyes.
Oh, no, I mean, yeah,
No,
6 sets of
6
eyes.
people.
Okay. If that's not including the 2 that were running away, that counts for 8. If not, there's 6.
And you don't know right now because you guys are
Yeah.
away anything.
Yeah. But I could count 6. There's 6 of those things watching us leave.
Are any of them bleeding from the mouth? Right.
Nope, there's none of them bleeding from the mouth.
Okay,
Although-
so then 7.
To be honest, if we're figuring they're monsters, maybe they're monsters that heal really fast. Never know what
Can
a
you do
monster
that?
can do.
Can you survive twice?
You survived that. Alright. As you guys pull out, the doors somehow start magically closing on emergency power. I would have magic that it happened because otherwise, you guys were never going to get out of there.
I was going to say, honestly, if worse came to worse, I was going to pop my PPC and
Yeah.
kill it. But
So the doors close heavily behind you. The ship half that you guys just disembarked from shifts again, and you can see it tilting, going further and further into the hole. There is a rocky crevasse ahead of you, wind whipping everywhere, ice and sulfur
the
as far as the
crevasse.
eye can see. About this time, as you appreciate how dangerous and precarious the situation is, the radio in the emergency vehicles goes beep 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 beep.
Why does everybody have the same ringtone?
It's always that same ringtone.
I'm
You press the button.
going to smack the radio.
The radio comes up with a visage of a very lovely bird girl. And she looks a little tired, and she goes, "This is staging station Alpha calling again. Fallen ship, are you okay? Staging
actually
station Alpha, this is calling fallen ship. Please identify. Are you okay?"
Does this actually have a transponder on it, or do we have to use a toggle?
It has a transmission thing on it, so
Okay.
it is
I'm gonna
very
grab
low
it.
range.
Grab it. This is at least some survivors. We copy. sort of.
Oh, thank goodness. How many of there are you?
Shh! It might be a trap.
No, look, it's pretty.
I'm gonna look
far,
back and go.
Oh,
No, I would just say, do they count as a half each? Pointing at the kids.
They're one each.
Okay.
So far, 5.
There's 5 of us.
Oh my god, he really is concussed.
This is Staging Station Alpha. I'm a terraforming facility on the northern continent. I saw your ship go down. Can you reach me?
no, we are terrified enough. You don't need to form more.
Terrible.
Honestly, we have no idea where we are or where you are.
All right. Like I said, I saw your ship go down. I have kind of a rough coordinate where you may be. Can you make out a mountain to your northwest? And give me a look. See if you guys
Can we
can.
all do that?
Look.
I am going to climb in
Search.
that direction and then stop because I realize that I'm running the pedals for the bottom.
Search logic. What type of
This
roll?
is a
Would the GM like?
this is a body perceive search. Sorry, you're looking outside.
Search.
Unless you want to try to operate to use like scanners or something for navigate.
I got a 14.
I got an 11
I'm pretty
and
sure
a
we can see a
14.
mountain.
Well, it's actually hard to
Well,
see in the
it's-
wind and the sulfur and everything.
And also making sure we're looking the right direction too.
Yeah. All right,
'Cause
all right, you guys are able to spot it.
looks like we can see it.
All right, I'm on the other side of that. There is a crater that my station is at. You said there's 5 survivors with you?
Myself and 4 others.
Excellent. This might sound a bit rude, but is there any way that you could pick up some parts out of your fallen ship?
We can try. What were you looking for?
You see, I have been stranded, and I would appreciate teaming up.
What? You're not rescuing? Does your radio work?
I'm afraid due to the storms, I can't breach atmosphere with this radio set. Could you possibly see if your dish is working on your ship? Also,
We were gonna
I
do
have
that anyway.
I have a shuttle that may be able to get into orbit, but I am missing some key components, and I am not really good at fixing things. I'm having trouble getting to it.
We have a mechanic.
I'm kind of locked in this part of the station right
And a
now,
beaver.
and I can't get out. You see, there's a thing. Maybe a few
Oh, we have
things.
Is it a thing made out of insect-like?
Maybe. I don't really understand entirely what's going on, but listen, you guys need help, and I need help. I have some stuff here. Like I said, we had a ship that was functional. One of my fellow crewmates may have damaged it paranoidly. But we have oxygen and we have water. You guys get here. We can work something out.
Honestly, if there's only one of those things, this is off radio. If there's only one of those things by them, it's a better chase than what's in there.
As an
And
expert
trust
observer of various movies, this is a damn trap. She says defiantly.
Looking at her, you would rather die inside there, or die over there.
Neither.
Can I get a third option?
I'm pretty sure that it's either that over there is not going to kill us and isn't a trap. It is a trap, or those things are going to eventually get through the amount of ammo we have.
Oh, right. It runs out, doesn't it?
Yes.
And she sits down, muttering at the gun. And you know, when you reload it, it doesn't just like completely refill like it's supposed to. You actually have to put bullets back into the thing.
Yes.
I don't have to put bullets into this. Swing.
No, I push it back down.
Are you guys still there?
Yes. What do you need for the shuttle?
Well, I'm not really good at repairing. And I kind of can't go out there right now. But if you could get your dish, that would be great.
So do you think you guys could drive over here and look at what my shuttle needs, and then drive back and get
How
what my
far
shuttle
away is
needs?
that? How long is this going to take?
It's actually going to take probably close to 5 hours.
That's not too bad. We got 36 hours on this ship, on this thing.
And if you can bring some snacks,
I'm pretty sure we have that.
She already has food and drink and stuff.
Um,
But yeah, I'm kind of locked in a room right now. But the station has an oxygen supply renewing. We have some, we have a basic ecology right here in the dome. If you can get over here,
I'm
Actually,
actually
there.
look at Mindy and go, you wanted to save people. We know
Yeah.
there's people over there.
We should go get them.
I'm gonna look at the beaver who I still haven't learned the name of. Shaky fist.
just leave it to Beaver. He'll handle it.
No.
just
But
remember
what
always
horrible
that's
movie.
coming for you.
Mindy's like unbuckling and moving forward to try and get at the radio. Lady, lady,
Yeah,
what's your name?
I'm Libby.
Libby?
Yeah,
I'm Mindy. We're gonna come get you.
I'm Libby McAllister.
Oh,
Liv-
that's the kind of name a trap would have.
Shh, it's not a trap.
I'm gonna.
That's the kind of thing an evil twin would say.
We're
Says
gonna
you,
have
evil
to.
twin.
We're gonna have to go and get our dish quick. The ship, the part that's attached to you is starting to dip down, so we're gonna have to get
All
that.
right, so let's get the dish, and then we'll see about the trap.
You just want to see a trap.
I'm
He
going
doesn't
to
say anything more than
Take
that.
the vehicle closer to where we would be getting the dish.
I'm gonna-
As you guys nose closer to the edge of the ship, it suddenly tips and slides into the crevasse, landing.
Okay, we
with
don't get that then.
landing with
Oh,
a
for a
thud
second there,
next-
I thought it was going to
on
land
top of
over.
and next to the other part of the ship.
What is the actual? Because we know there's hovery type things.
Yeah.
What is the actual movement source here? Is it actually
Tracks,
tire
is that what it is?
driven?
I imagine.
It would be slightly. This is tracks, yeah, on this.
How? What's the incline? Like, degree thing.
There are slopes down that are
So
Aren't
we
steep.
can
tracks
drive.
really bad for like lunar explorers?
Magic of sci-fi.
Magic of sci-fi hand waving.
I think it was
It's
just,
it's
the
either
wheels
tracks or
that
the
you
big
know.
tires, or whatever
Is
the big wheel
this-
things.
Do
Yeah,
the ramp?
big
Do
wheels.
the ways down actually big enough for us to take this down, or we?
Yeah,
have to
you can take
walk
that down. It's
Okay.
a big crater.
I'm gonna look at the beam and go.
So after it slides down to the bottom,
It lands heavily on top its other half, and there's
lands
brief
with a
sparks.
crunch. Just gonna look at the radio and be like, "We have reason to believe that most of our monsters are dead now. Would you perhaps like to come here?"
Well,
Well, you have monsters over there.
there's more.
Well, we
if
did.
Yeah, they've got
If
like
it's-
4 arms and long tongues, and they're all like.
one of them's missing a tongue.
Amazing! I didn't realize they could survive out there.
They were inside of our ship.
Are they the same monsters that you have?
I have
I'm
a
not
feeling
sure.
they
Have you
are.
taken a picture of them?
No.
It'll be in my nightmares for now to about the next 30 years.
Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of them either, as they took out my security cameras.
Then
If-
you've not seen them?
No, they keep talking to me though.
What do they say?
Come outside.
Don't do that.
Want some candy?
Anyway, if you guys, I can't keep this line open too much longer. I want to conserve power on this.
All right, we
Okay.
that thing's
Well-
fallen anyway. We should go to her first because we need to find out what parts her shuttle needs. So we go to that, then we come and get the transporter and her parts.
I suppose that could work.
That does sound like a
I
better
hope I
idea.
see you guys soon. Click.
Okay. I'm
There's
gonna
a
look
little
at the beaver
blinking
going,
light.
saying,
you're the driver.
Still calling trap.
Get us around that mountain.
nod, resignedly start driving that way.
Swing. Gonna hit a monster. Gonna hit a monster. Gonna hit a monster.
So
Get
since
psyched
I
up.
haven't actually done this since we crashed, I'm actually going double checking all my gear, starting with the sword.
Okay. Your gear is
And-
in top condition. The only thing that's having any problems is you took a head wound.
Pretty sure.
And that
I've been
somehow
playing the-
mysteriously didn't fully damage your helmet. It just cracked it enough for you took a head wound.
I'm pretty
So
sure it's
basically, your helmet
actually
sucks at its job.
Mindy and Cindy's reason cause of why I have a head wound.
Yep. Yeah,
I like to think-
if they would have taken their different lockers, you wouldn't have taken the head wound, and one of
Yep.
them could have.
No, I like to think if we would have had the extra one from one of them being in it, it would have supported the thing that hit me enough that nobody would have been hurt.
AKA the second locker that hit you.
Yes.
Yes. All right. You guys veer your little craft towards the spiky plain of ice and sulfur and silicate towards the northwestern mountain.
How about Calcite?
The winds howl
Right.
outside, and the sky occasionally lights up with electrical arcs as we
Wow.
close this week's session of Achasta.
Da, da, da.
Dun,
Wish we had a Fennec to tell us when the weather
All
things
right,
were
what's the
changing.
minimum? What's my minimum XP I can give?
I believe it's 8.
All right, 8. All right, I will give everybody 9 XP tonight.
9.
9 XP. All right, and I am.
Does he get 10?
Double check the
Yeah,
number.
Z gets
real
10
quick.
because he was really, really into that character. So, and I am going to close the stream out.
Oh,
Thanks for
I
listening,
see.
guys.
Chopped liver.
Oh, so, you're the evil twin. All right, let's put it out.
Liver.